to the stream. My microphone is connected this time, so you guys can hear me. I'm down at the corner. Hello. Welcome. I'm joined, as always, on this lovely Sunday evening by the Scooby Squad. I've got everyone here. We're on our last episode of the Domeskai Tamers. I'm so excited to get into this. Quickly, channel stuff. We are going to have up on the Patreon our GaryCon vlog. I don't think we're going to get to a movie night this month, just because Ren's been having some trouble with poor little Nimbus. He's been sick and she's had to be taking care of him. So we did start filming, and she did pick An American Werewolf in Paris. So we will film that sometime in the next couple weeks. So you'll get 2 next month basically. And then the GaryCon vlog, which is super fun, and you already have the haul video from that. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll be on schedule for the next couple weeks, and then I'll be traveling, but I'm excited to get into this game. So let's go around and have everybody introduce themselves and who they're playing tonight, starting with Kujo.
Hello, everybody. I am Kujo, and tonight I'll be playing Reese, the creator of the Domeskai Fashion League. Thank you very much.
Serenity.
Hey, I'm Serenity.
What was that?
I don't know.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone. My name's Serenity. I'm sorry, I'm looking at pictures of Nick Offerman. And she, Faye, any pronouns, and tonight I'll be playing Matilda. So.
All right. Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Walle, favorite non-binary sign best friend on the internet. Tonight, I am playing Drake, the hardest working Domeskai trainer.
I'm OB. I'm going to be playing Amber. She is the, she's just happy to be here. She's a golden retriever. She likes her Domeskai, and she likes her friends. That's me. Take it away, Greg.
Hi, I'm Greg. I wrote this little game, and we are going to pick up where we left off, except it's going to be the next morning. So if you remember, you had witnessed an amazing sight of Domeskai working together, and the person that you were with, Raymond, who has hired you to be here, spent much of the night writing his notes, and eventually did fall asleep, not in their tent, but outside next to the fire. So it is morning. You wake up, you see Raymond sort of asleep on top of his notes next to the burnt out fire. I think most of you had gone to bed with your Domeskai out, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
The tent is full.
You wake up to see a little creature floating around and checking out just your Domeskai. You see that?
Oh, it's a baby.
She was a fairy.
Oh, it's a baby.
Greg, it has been 5 minutes. I am not already going to be melting.
We just got here.
God damn it.
You
just
better
woke
have
up.
a little. Oh, I was saying you better have a little crystal.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She's so cute.
So cute. Look at it.
Do we know anything about this, Domeskai?
You can certainly make a roll to see if you do.
I would love to.
This is Fairy Wanderer. Normally found in
This
the...
is the story of a girl.
I'm just saying, Greg, if you ever need like a Domadex or voice or something like that, I volunteer wholeheartedly.
I mean, we're
I think it
working
was-
on it. We're coming up with ideas.
Weren't we saying it had to be like a Rolodome or something? Like not so it does. So
Oh,
it's not like
yeah.
a not Pokedex.
We can't call it that because we don't want to get sued by Daddy Nintendo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, caregiver, or I'm going to go with collector,
Okay.
mind.
Yep.
Maybe my apprenticeship.
You could also do researcher too if you wanted.
Oh,
Both
that's fair.
apply.
Yeah. That's-
Yeah, apprentice. You probably would work.
Okay. All right. 1-5. No ones.
Oh, okay. So you remember Raymond talking about a Domeskai that often would that's kind of considered like the a nurse one, and you sort of piece together what you know to know that this is Neuritis, which
Okay.
is a air fey type. They are considered the healer's Domeskai. They often travel around to go where they sense where they may be needed, and do first aid healing on any injured
Oh.
Domeskai. And since some of you are, it was probably
Mhm.
drawn here to sort of check things out. So it's just sort of floating around, looking to see if it can be useful.
Oh. I will, like, as to not startle it, sort of just turn over and then, like, point towards Reese's Domeskai.
Reese is fully asleep, holding whatever Domeskai would fit in his arms as we're all like sleeping. Just like,
Yeah, it floats over. Does see that they aren't back because you took a good night's rest, so they have moved up 2 spaces, but they're still wounded. So it flies over, and you sort of watch a little light glow emanate from it as it heals all of Reese's Domeskai back to full. But then it sort of like floats around really woozy,
Oh.
and kind of like a little exhausted, and sort of floats out,
Oh.
and sits on the ground for a couple seconds, just catching its breath.
Oh. I'm gonna pull out some grapes and I'm gonna put them close and then kind of roll them.
I'll like get a little like dish and put some water in it and set it by the grapes.
It floats over, grabs a grape, just starts munching on the grape, and
I
dipping
assume
its
it's
hand
this
in
big.
the water. It's actually about a foot tall.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought it
like
was
the
tiny,
grapes
yeah.
are like no.
Yeah,
So it's like a toddler.
yeah.
Okay, then it will be a cup of water because I thought it was a tiny little thing.
No, it's not that tiny.
I know. I was gonna
Okay.
suggest putting a rock in the water to make sure it didn't fall.
Not that small. It is a foot tall.
I like kind of move over to Reese and I like shake him. Reese. Reese.
I actually imagine that I have the mask.
It says Prince on it.
Yes.
A little crown.
I don't want to get up. I already studied for the final and I already aced it. I'm good.
Reese, and I pull up the mask and I like shine the light in your face.
The moment the light comes in, I'm like,
Reese, there's a really cute Domeskai outside. It just healed all of yours.
really?
Yes, wake up.
I look and I see,
It's already wearing a dress.
oh, I like gently like turn so that the others don't wake up. Okay, hold on. Where? I must meet them and thank them.
Look, outside.
Oh my god. I grab my notebook or my sketchbook and a couple pencils
Mm-hmm.
and I step out and I just sort of give a friendly look. My hair is bedhead couture. Like we've got hair that is pressed perfectly vertical with just shapes coming out the rest of my head. But I just say, "Hi. Did you heal my Domeskai?"
It looks up while eating a grape and just nods, and then goes back to eating said grape.
Well, that's very nice of you. I think you're very pretty. Would you
It
be
looks at you and gives you the sort of course. Look,
You have
Okay.
to take it home with you. You have to be friends with
That
him
is-
now.
Yeah,
That
you just
thing is very
added
much
like
your vibe.
20 points for this Domeskai. My energy shifts to match that, like, yeah, of course I am energy. And I just start sketching out. And I would like to see if I can befriend this Domeskai
okay.
with the intent of bringing it into the fold by appealing to its vain nature. You know, the
Alrighty.
same nature I have. So I would like to use presence
Okay.
if possible.
Yep.
I kind of want to attempt maybe caregiver is kind of the closest one that I'm thinking because I'm specifically trying to appeal by drawing a picture.
Yeah, sure.
And can I put my goal in there for the fashion league? Because
Yeah.
already wearing a dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you know what? This might be a bit of reach. Can I put in for rich and bougie? Because that energy, 100% in a lot of those upper class
Since
parties.
it's the same pool, you can't you have to
Okay.
pick one or the other from
That's
from
fair.
one pool. So
Both are a D6, so that works.
both will match. So you'll pick one.
Okay.
And then are you calling in on any of your friends' bonds?
Can I call on Amber since Amber was the one to show them to me?
Sure.
Okay. Any other D6? Where am I D6? There we go. Okay. Here we go. I got one success, which is not the best.
All right. It floats over and looks at your sketch pad, and just sort of watches it for a bit, and then sort of looks at you, and then you get the sort of sense like it has decided that you need it more than it needs you. And it routes through to find your spare crystal and then hits it and goes in.
Wow.
That is fantastic.
I'm so glad that you got adopted.
Yeah,
This
that's
passive
amazing.
aggressive bitch.
Oh my god, I love
I'm just
that.
collecting
Wow.
all of the bitches, and
You
this is
are.
wonderful.
Bitch squad.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. So I just sort of look down. Okay. Not even going to pretend like I'm against that. Totally fine.
All
Everything's fine.
I've added to your sheet. You can decide which certain stat you would like to
Oof.
bump up.
I'm going to do. I'm going to go defense.
Okay.
And I have to think of a nickname, but that's going to take a second because
Yeah.
we already have a queen. So I have to think of something else that fits.
I feel like she needs to name herself. You need to
That's
put a
true.
list in
Yeah.
front
You
of
know
her.
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just like bring up the screen and then bring out the narratus and just be like, any name. And pretend they know
Diva.
how to spell.
It stares at it and then flies back over and continues to eat a grape.
Okay. Okay.
Pop off.
I actually do like Diva.
That's really good.
I love this so much. Oh my goodness. My little collection is hilarious on the screen right now.
All right. That was your first morning encounter. What else do you do in the morning? With sort of a bunch of noise and ruffling and also being relatively uncomfortable, Raymond wakes up. It is sort of looking around.
I think this morning, you see Drake is doing chin-ups on one of the horns of the Gigantox.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're both. That's how they work out. You know, he's doing chin-ups as he's doing chin-ups on the Gigantox, right? And then he drops down. He's like, "All right, dude, we need to get ready for whatever big stuff we're gonna face out there. All right, members, you and me against the world. And if we're going up against the world's gonna push against us. So, man, we gotta know how to push back. All right." And he points to like a big rock. So we're gonna practice pushing that big rock all the way over to the other side of the campsite. You ready? And he like throws himself against the rock, starts pushing it, like throwing himself, really like putting a huge effort trying to move this huge rock and trying to get like his Domeskai to do it with him, trying to like establish a good bond with his big guy.
I'm gonna have you do me a favor. Take your body battler and its physical attack and
Okay.
roll and tell me what happens.
Okay. Okay, body, battler. Can I if I add specialty training to it, what do I add to the battler dice?
So it will step up. So the D6 becomes a D8.
Okay, so that's another D8. And you said body, battler.
And it's physical attack.
Okay, it's physical attack. It's 8. 3 D8s. Dope. 6, a 5, and a 4.
All right. That's 2 solid successes. So you are pushing on it a little bit, and you're moving it, and it steps back, lowers its head, and then push, and as if it weighed nothing, both of you are walking easily across. Just, it is gliding, it's leaving a big divot in the ground as you are pushing it across, but it's not even bothered by the weight of this thing.
I look back, I'm like, whew, that was great. That was a good workout. We got a great pump in this morning, all right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to protein up and we're going to rest, all right? And he reaches into his bag and pulls out some apples.
As you look up, it goes in and headbutts you.
I headbutt it right back.
And then it starts eating the apple.
Yikes. Let's check for a concussion later.
It's a love concussion. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna have Princess help me chill a glass of ice water, because it's the best thing in the morning is to get yourself 16 ounces of ice water. So that's what.
Yeah, you hold out the bottle. It walks over and just sort of like rubs against it, and then you just see frost and form all over the outside of the glass, and then that melts away, and you can tell that the water is very cold.
Oh,
and it,
thank you, Princess.
Smiles at you.
All right, so what else are we gonna do today? I mean, are we just gonna go back, or do we need to do more research?
If we can continue on to I got most of my research done last night. We could try to see if they move camp, but honestly, I got a lot done. So if we just want to head to town, I'm fine with that. If that's what you're all looking for as well.
Okay. Yeah, we can pack up. Drake, will you help me pack the tent?
Oh, got it. And Drake will start packing away the tents, packing everything up. Will take a nice little extra long time for Reese's tent because it's so very complex.
Thank you. It has to go back a very specific way. If it doesn't, then
Oh, wait a minute. I can't. And then he remembers what he was told, that he's not supposed to be doing things for Reese, that Reese is supposed to be doing everything for himself. He takes the tent, Reese sets the tent back up. Sorry, bro. I totally forgot. I am really sorry. And he'll go back to setting up the rest of the camp. Matilda, you need help with your tent?
Oh, I thought you were doing it for me.
Oh, no, I'll help you all out. But Reese has to learn their lesson. You know?
I'm right here. You don't have to whisper.
Oh, okay. Well, Reese needs to learn his lesson. Become more self-sufficient.
You know what? That's fine. That new workout outfit that I was working on for you.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm out of materials.
I'm gonna tell Mom you said that.
Do it. You won't.
Reaches into his pocket, pulls up his phone. I'll do it. I'll tell Mom right now. I'll do it. I'll tell Mom. I'll do it. I'll
tell Dad.
I'll do it.
I'll tell Dad that you ate all of his protein bars. Let's play this game, brother.
You're just being. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell Mom you were the one who used her sewing machine.
That was one time mine broke, and it was an emergency situation. My garment broke.
Right. And who tried to hide the fact they broke the bobbin?
Okay, okay. Well, you know what? Why don't we talk about how you got sweat all over the floor of Dad's gym and didn't clean it up? And then he wondered whose fault it was.
I
Should I
told you
reveal
that
that
in
one?
privacy. I was in a rush. No, you're playing dirty right now.
Oh, am I? And I'm shittily packing the tent up, like
Like,
not
angrily
even the way that it
Just
should
rolling
be.
it.
And every
Yeah,
and,
I'm
also,
just
like,
rolling everything in one big thing and like
and every now and
putting
then
a
he's like
bungee.
throws a dirt clod at Reese like what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, and I'll pick up a dirt clod and then go to throw it, and then it just plops on the ground right in front of him. Okay, I was never good at throwing things, but that does not mean I didn't mean it.
Drake picks up the dirt clod and puts it back in your hand. You can try again.
Think.
He like walks a
He
bit
ju-
closer.
He actually just puts the dirt clod and just goes,
There you go.
and just rubs.
And
There
then
you
he goes
go.
back to finishing packing up the rest of the campsite.
Matilda, did you sleep well?
Uh, so I think Matilda was up the earliest, and has been in her area, all her Domeskai out in like a semicircle in front of her. And she has like paper out and has been since the morning, early morning before the sun was out, has been going, okay, here is how we are going to completely dominate every single person we meet. So, you. And like start going over things. It's like, what do you want to do? Like essentially it's like, how do you want to participate in taking over the like not the world, but like essentially it's like taking over things and like showing off, and she'll write it down and make sure that everything like the things they're really excited about in their very small terms are written down. And then as the fight has started, she's going to take her 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 knotlet and her Bulfer and hold each of them in one arm and make them watch, and then we'll lean down and go, this is what happens when you don't get along. You don't want to be like them, do you? Mm-hmm. You're better than that. Yeah, I love you both so much. And just like we'll turn away so no one can see, and there's just like a kiss on the head to each of them. Okay, go get away from me. And that's when they run away, and then when you say Matilda, she goes, huh. So good. Sleep. Mm-hmm.
Good. Well, I was wondering, your Bulfer, are you having any trouble with like extra discharge? Because he's been a little like staticky.
I think we've been having some issues with that, but I have found out if you're able to let them run off the energy or
Oh.
kind of just exceed the energy. So I've been using him to charge my phone, and it's worked great.
I don't have a phone, but maybe I can do physical exercise. Cheeks, do you want to maybe jog around with me?
It nods and then starts running.
Oh, okay. Well, Gemlin and Princess, if you want to join us, we're gonna go. And she's like going as she's saying that.
Gemma will follow Princess's like hard pass.
Yeah, right. I'm good, thanks.
You want me to do what?
It's also wandering around and just sort of like eating grapes that are that are around.
I do want to ask this. Now for my for Abaddon, my big snap and turl. Because I'm going to say that she did not sleep in the tent because that's a big boy. She slept beside him and was like all curled up next to him. Are we at a point where they would be comfortable with me riding them through the forest?
Sure.
Fuck yeah. I think I'll like makeshift a saddlebag like with all my stuff and just kind of like put it like on the front of their shell. And I think a lot of the collection in the morning has been just trying to figure out what the hell it eats.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like pushing big stuff out there. So there's like big snaps. So there's like half broken things everywhere. Um, but I think at like as like everything's getting set up and being finished, she'll look to Drake and go, "Do you want to put your stuff here?"
Drake will look up at the big guy. Mm. Oh no. I mean, I'm trying to put, Dwayne through some, heavy weight training and sets, these big old saddlebags onto the big old boy's back. Puts also Reese's saddlebags up there too, along with Reese's stuff.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to be in position, and I'll grab my stuff and just like
You know what, bro? I'm really glad, you're trying to get into some, heavy lifting too. If you want some tips, because, I don't want you to hurt yourself.
I'm fine. Totally fine.
All right.
The weight on this is a little weird. Matilda, I actually have a gift for you. And Amber too.
Yeah.
I stayed up a little bit late and I decided to use whatever material I had left to make you guys some new saddlebags. And I present saddlebags matching the energy of the two of you. Matilda's is black. But like
Is black, and that's
it is black. And every like button snap is actually just like a small spike. Just something where it's a little bit gothy, a little rockery. And then Amber's, I imagine, is very like bright. Everything has like a neat, almost like a label, like a clear like symbol for each pocket. Sort of you designate
Yeah.
what that means for what pocket. And I'll just hand them over to you. There you go.
Oh my gosh, Reese. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. I can design for people too. So
Duh.
So she'll take it. She looks at it for a second before she walks over, and she'll take the tent bag from you that's on your back, and then
Oh.
she'll put it with her stuff.
Oh,
Thanks.
you're welcome. And Reese is going to give the snottiest of little like yeah over to Drake.
Drake will look surprised, but also then go, that's the first nicest thing she's ever done to Reese.
There's a bristle. She can hear your whispers.
It's a big first step, babe.
about me?
Baby steps, babe. Baby steps.
But yeah, I plan on having my sketchbook and everything out as we travel.
Okay. I was just looking to see how big Bullfur is.
not that big.
If he could fit in the bag.
Bullfur is
Adorable. Buffer is adorable.
is
True.
adorable. Period.
Oh.
That's all.
Yeah. I don't have a height listed on my thing.
No, me neither. Yeah, we just
Oh,
have
I
the
took it
type.
from the different one. Hold on. Bull furs are 1 foot 8 inches.
Little guy. Yeah. He'll go in my bag and like put his little paws out. Little cheeks. My little cheeks. All right. Well, I'm ready. Is everyone good to go?
Ready when you are.
Hops
Okay.
onto the back of his big old boy.
Mhm.
All right.
Does anyone want to ride in a crystal so you don't have to walk?
Princess looks at you and is like, it's sort of like is verifying that that's an okay thing
Oh,
to
yeah.
do.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
judgment.
Yep. Just sitting, not walking.
Okay. I'll
Just
pop
like-
her in the crystal.
Everyone's riding on a bit on unless they want to fly. I imagine Notlet doesn't want to be out when the sun's
Yeah.
out too much,
Mm.
so
Doesn't like
Notlet can go sleepy sleep.
My Domeskai have full like agency. If they want to hang out, great. If they want to go back, totally cool too. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that Queen and Diva do not want to travel.
Diva does.
Hmm.
Queen is just like,
Crisscross.
Fine, darling. Go get your rest.
I'm holding hands with Gemlin as I walk. My son,
Mhm.
who's almost as tall as I am.
I don't know why I don't know why I reacted this way.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Wait, how tall is he?
5'3".
Oh my god. It's like those single mothers that have like a 12-year-old that's like
Yeah.
6 foot tall.
Yeah.
all right, so you head off back through the woods, making your way to your final destination for this one, which is Atfiltal, which is the town to the south. You're walking for about half a day when you get to the part of the woods where everything there's a lot more dead trees in this
Oh.
area. It's got a much more darker, weird feel. There's just like a strange mist that is starting to come around for no apparent reason. And as you approach this, there's a couple things that sort of strike you. There's a bunch of trees that just sort of look generally not like the other trees, but also every so often you see what you think is a hand sticking up out of the ground, like a zombie coming out. And let me know if you want to examine either of those.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg.
Yes.
All right,
Matilda actually wants to.
Actually, Drake will hop off the back and walk over to that hand to examine it.
This is what you see.
Oh no. Oh no.
He like crouches down
Oh.
low. He was about to Luffy it, but then he stops.
You were gonna do that.
And he's like, "Oh, guys." He like crouches down super low in front of them. He's like, "Hey, little dudes."
They
you
all
doing
sort of
down
they all
there?
sort of waver, like as if it was a hand, and then sort of turns and like bows a little bit at you, like it's waving.
Ah, rock on. He does that to the little hand. Does it mimic?
Yeah.
He pulls out. He fumbles for the crystal. Okay, and he sets the crystal down in front of him. It's like, okay, you look like you can rock out super hard. Now, if you want to come with me, you can. Then he stops and he glances back at Matilda. But you know what? There's a really hot babe over there. They'll probably really dig you too. And he like leans to the side so they can check her out.
They look and then look back at you. And it hold on, let me get to the right area. It
I cannot
look-
wait to see this
then
evolution.
they curve into a fist, and they clearly want to battle.
What?
You want to fight? Okay, guys, I'm gonna fight a fist. All right, so
What?
well, no,
Okay.
this fist wants to fight. And he points to the little Domeskai that's like little hands on the ground.
Okay.
Yep.
Be safe.
Good luck, babe.
I'll do my best. All right. And he walks over to his Gigantox. All right, buddy. This is it. This is all we trained for. You ready for this?
Yeah.
And how big is this thing? I just want to know how big is this little thing?
The little thing is, they take about 8 inches on the ground.
So you see this big, huge, 7-foot tall, 3,000-pound blue ox walk over to this little thing.
All right. What is Gigantox's speed?
Gigantox's speed is where is it? Right over. A D6.
All right, you both have the same speed, so let's roll to see who goes
Dope.
first.
A 1.
Well, I got a 2, so we're going first. It does not seem all of that doesn't seem that frightened of this giant creature. It rears back and unleashes a large blast of just grass, leaves, and petals. Just this huge burst comes out. So let me put this together. I need more of my dice. Come out, dice.
Always a
I
great thing
love
to hear
this
from your
soundtrack.
DM.
Yeah.
I need more dice.
Need more dice. Oh boy.
All right, so it is doing a mystical attack. So
Mhm.
you'll build your
Ooh.
mystical defense.
My mystical defense is 8.
All right, so you want to build your full pool. So you'll
Okay.
go with your battler, your bond, and
Okay, I'm gonna use Battler. And that goes up to
I love the idea that it's fighting with Mystic, but part of me really just wanted it to come out and just go, like.
It's just like a big old fist comes out the ground. I'm gonna throw in my background and goals of strongest Domeskai trainer.
okay.
And yeah, that's it.
All right. So I rolled. I got 3 successes.
Okay. I got a 6, an 8, and a 4.
All right, so you got 2 successes. So one will go through. It is not weak or resistant to plant attacks, Gigantox. So I will roll the damage. So it does 5 damage to Gigantox.
Ooh. And from which vitality do I take that from first? The D4?
So it starts at a 23. So then you subtract the 5, and then you
Okay.
see which one it lands itself in. So I think you probably have a D8 of
Yeah.
vitality.
Do I have a D8 of?
Yes.
I believe so. Yeah, I do.
So since it goes down to 18 points of health, it is now in the D8 range. You
Okay.
can use that D8 in an attack back because it's up against because it's now been wounded, and so it fights back a little bit harder. It is
Okay.
your turn. You may choose what you wish to do.
Okay. I am going to. Okay. So Drake sees it get blasted by these grass and doesn't falter a bit and doesn't like falter a bit because not its weakness, but it does take a nice little hit. She's like, looks like this guy isn't afraid of you. Let's give it a reason to be afraid, big guy. Let's give it a shaky ground. And I'm gonna sell to use Tremor.
Okay. So build your attack, and I will
Okay.
build my defense.
So I'm going to add in a D10 for the move. I'm going to add in D8 for a battler, D8 for body, and I'm going to add in a D6.
You won't be your body that it's using. So
It'll be their body?
It'll be their physical attack
Ooh. Dope.
because you're using tremor.
So that'll be a D10.
Uh,
Oh, no, wait. No, wait. There it is. D8. It's still D8, yeah.
Yeah.
So D8, D8, D10, and a D6 from my background.
there you go.
Oh, this is good. 7, a 9, a 6, and a 5.
All right. So you got 4 total successes.
Mhm.
It defended pretty well. It got 2 successes, but 2 go through. So here's the thing. It is weak to gemstone attacks.
Oh.
So your D10 damage steps up to a D12.
Oh.
And since 2 successes went through, you will roll 2 D12 and add them together.
Oh. Okay. This is going to be a big old hit. It was. That's an 11 and a 5. So 16.
Okay. It does not have great physical defenses, and it has a point of vitality left after that attack, and they're sort of like waving in the air, sort of like. So if you wish, you may attempt to capture it now.
Drake will walk up to the little guy with the crystal and he kneels down. Dude, Dwayne is like 10 times your size. And you knew that you had no chance in this fight. But you still stood up to him. And you took a big hit. You even smacked him across the face, told you weren't scared. I respect that. That's metal as hell. And he puts the crystal down in front of him. You want to come with me? I'll make sure you're strong just like big guy over there.
All right. So you're gonna take your presents.
Yeah.
A D6 from the crystal. A D12 from their vitality.
Ooh.
Because they are hurting bad.
4, D6, D12, and D4. Yeah.
And then if you want to add in any of your backgrounds, you may.
I'm gonna just say hard work gets results.
Okay.
Because we trained really hard for this moment. Very good, very good. That's a 7, a 5, a 4, and a 3.
All right. All you needed was 1, and you got 2. It goes right in, and you have captured a Tropitom.
A Tropiton? A Tropiton. Drake picks up the crystal, tosses it up in the air, and goes, I caught a Tropiton! And catches it when it falls down in front of him, and you hear like a really hardcore metal guitar riff behind him.
Matilda had pulled out her phone to play the hardcore guitar riff, and then
Thanks,
Oh, I
man.
love that text message notification sound. It's seriously Drake coded.
As you look up, you see that a bunch of others were watching it, as well as those weird trees.
Yeah,
And
what's
I
up
will
with the
show you
trees?
what the trees look like.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Drake hops into Reese's arms Scooby style.
No.
He now notices the trees. Drake just now notices trees. He hops into Reese's arms Scooby style.
I can't. Oh,
Dude, I don't like ghosts. I don't like ghosts, man. Like,
do you think I do?
Matilda's gonna walk right up to them.
Just scrambles down.
Oh my goodness. They're so unique.
Terrifying?
Horrible and scary.
Awesome.
Unique.
Matilda's gonna walk right up to them and just kind of see how they react. I'm not walking up hostily or anything.
Yeah. While this is their territory, they are also used to people moving through, and they were pretty impressed at that battle that just happened. So they're just sort of watching. They don't do much as you approach. They're just sort of interested in the group and the party and what's happening. It also seems that this weird sort of foggy, spooky mist, they are sort of emanating that to add to the spookiness of the entire area.
Coming back for one of these. She'll look and go, I think they liked your battle.
Well, tell them, thank you very much. You're quite scary.
Did you hear that?
The hands sort of wave in agreement.
Okay.
Wait, does the little dude evolve into those big dudes?
Did you hear that too?
They nod that they are all of the same family.
Ooh.
Drake pulls out the
Oh!
crystal, stares at it for a good long time. I made a promise. I'm gonna keep it. And he puts the crystal back into the pocket.
I will help you. Don't worry. She's gonna she's gonna look at the group and then look back to the tree. Before she walks away, she's gonna give it a high five.
Yeah, one of the weird branch hands goes for high five, but since it's also a ghost type, it sort of like phases through you a little bit, and you get this sort of very cold chill and sort of electric feeling as it passes through you. But you also feel like that's how it like is showing appreciation.
Oh, he's gonna hate that. And she's gonna yeah. So that's my interaction.
I am going into my bag to grab my sleeping bag, and I am wrapping myself up along with any Domeskai that are out with me, and just shivering. Like, can we go, Kerr?
Yeah. Come on, let's go on. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah, the hands on the ground sort of wave as you pass by. All the other little ones are just sort of like waving as you move past and eventually finally leave the forest and start approaching Apfeltal. So as it's getting to be about dusk, you reach the town. It is an idyllic town that is surrounded by a lot of farmland and apple orchards. As you're approaching, you see the town seems very. It's a small town. It's very quaint. It's got a bunch of stores and public buildings that all look like they were repurposed from old farms that were once here. Um, you can also tell that this is a tourist spot. It seems there's just a lot of people wandering around who have come down from the apples from the apple orchards. The one thing that you'll also notice is there's no paved roads in this area. There are paths and dirt roads, but there's no pavement. You also see that there are no motorized vehicles of any kind. In fact, the train station stops way far away from the town itself. And that's because all motorized vehicles of any kind have been banned from the town limits. Um, Despite having a very big small town feel, it is packed with people. There is a few notable things. Off to the side of the town center, there's a large campground, and you can see there's a number of people that are staying there at the campground. There's a bunch of tents that are set up, a bunch of tamers who have made their way down here. The biggest attraction, you can see that there is the Old Haven Retreat, which is a bed and breakfast that seems quite popular. It is an old farmhouse that's been expanded into a full inn. It's got that sort of rustic, weathered look but you can tell like nothing about that is haphazard. Like this has been deliberately made to look sort of homey and rustic. There's like a full porch where guests are relaxing in on rocking chairs, sort of just breathing in the air. And Reese, you do see Valeria on the porch, sort of just rocking and enjoying the scenery. In town, there are a couple other sort of important general locations. There is the Anderson Farm that you see off to the edge of the town, and that is actually their big thing is they are horse breeders, and they are known for breeding Nordala, which you realize when the professor said they had one sent up, this is probably where it came from. There's a general store. It is still a simple one-story building. It looks like it's just a simple white stuccoed wall building. It sort of stands out from the rest of the sort of wood paneled. It was probably built in the 50s and they just never bothered to really change it. So it's there. They sell everything you would expect at a general store: groceries, Domeskai supplies, all sorts of things. There's the Greasy Farmer, which is another restaurant. It is an old diner that looks like an old RV that was sort of plopped in the middle of town and never left. It's got a solid metal exterior. It's got a curved roof, and the smells of just greasy burgers and fries sort of permeate all around there. And then the largest building next to Orchard Haven Retreat is the Haunted History House, which is a 2-story building that was painted barn red. And it has been turned from its previous life of a farmhouse into a museum that sort of explains all the strange occurrences that have happened around the town and just general like spooky stories, and has all of those strange machines that were once used to be like, this will enhance your psychic activity, or this will diagnose you by you put it on your head and it will read your brain waves. So it's got all of the pseudoscience machines on one level. The other thing that you see is outside of Anderson Farms, there is a station that does haunted hay rides. So you can climb on climb on a big old wagon, be pulled by a Nordala or their other, or its evolution, Fiorin, and they will take you through the spooky farmlands and spooky cornfields for a thrilling night of spooks.
Turns to Matilda.
And there are just a lot of people here wandering around who are here for the tourist attraction of it all. You also can see that in a couple of days, they will be having their city pageant and the city tournament. So those are going to happen in a couple of days as well. Generally, they will require, as all tournaments do, there is usually a qualification round. So there is some sort of contest of some sort, which they haven't announced, that Tamers will have to take part in. And then the ones that do the best then are allowed to compete in either the pageant or the tournament. And that is what happens when you arrive. Raymond looks at you all and goes, that was an amazing. Thank you. You all did so great. I got so much information. You were great company. And he sort of digs into his bag and pulls out an envelope that has $400 in it. As promised, your payment.
Thank you.
I'm going to go set up over in the campground. I've got a bunch of research that I'm going to do here, but as you can see, there's a lot of people here, and it's mostly just going to be in town. So I'm going to go set up. Thank you again so much. It was so wonderful to meet you all. I'm going to, if anything comes out of my research, I'll be sure to include your names as being instrumental in helping me find what we found. So thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks. Never been published before. That's crazy.
It was a wonderful time, all things considered.
She just kind of waves. She's not paying attention, but she's respectful.
Yeah, he wanders off, goes to the campground.
Okay, so now that we're here, what do you guys want to do?
Eat some apple cider donuts and then go to sleep.
It's like,
Apple cider donuts here?
Well, farm, I figured it's kind of a staple, isn't it?
yeah, I mean,
It's true,
it's
yeah.
almost nighttime, and they have a haunted hayride,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be so fun. They're not really haunted.
That's true. It's only pretend haunted.
I mean, there probably are ghost type Domeskai there, but like, they're not gonna hurt you. That would be a huge liability.
There would be lawsuits all over the place.
Don't worry, they don't want to be sued.
Okay. As long as I can bring an apple cider donut with me, then that'll be fine,
Sure.
I guess.
We could get hot cider too.
Oh, okay. No, I'm even more okay with this now.
Don't worry. You can sit next to me. I'll
gonna hold my
protect
hand?
you.
You're gonna hold my hand during
Oh,
scary
thank
parts?
God. I was really hoping I was going to sit next to you. And I just like put my head on Matilda's shoulder, not picking up the hand.
Yes, I'll hold your hand, Drake.
Mm.
Get off.
I mean, if you want to hold Reese's hand, that's totally fine. Also.
No.
Okay.
She'll look to
All right,
Reese
so
and go,
I'm going to put in
"Only if you
chat
need it."
just the general prices of things you can get at the general store. And then, so the bed and breakfast, the Orchard Haven Retreat is where you can get donuts and other warm things. You can also just
Oh,
get a
dang.
full meal at the Greasy Farmer. And then tickets for the Haunted Hayride are $5 per person.
That's fine. We can splurge on this. Nice little thing.
Drake will use his share of the 400 to buy tickets for himself and Matilda.
The moment I see that store, it's like something clicks in Reese's brain. Supplies. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to go handle a couple of things. Does anybody need anything?
No, I don't think so.
No.
And she's going to whisper, and essentially just like really low is like, "Can you make an outfit for one of mine?"
I already have designs for all of yours. Of course I can.
She's gonna look at a bit on and goes, "I think he needs a hat."
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Also, most of you are out of crystals.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That was my
So
plan for
many
sure.
crystals.
Oh,
You may
yeah.
need to purchase some more if you wish.
Okay, so I still have. I'm gonna tell Reese to buy me 3 of the reinforced capture crystals.
Okay. So that's 15. I was going to buy 2, so 10. Anybody else
I
want
would
any?
also like to.
2.
Can I get 2 as well?
2.
Um,
Okay.
I do want to go over there. I do want to ask, Greg,
Mhm.
based off of the outfits that are already like the basic and the elegant and the lavish outfits, what's the comparison on Reese's work to the work that's available?
So the work that's available from what you sort of have to understand that his parents are letting him start from scratch. So while the designs are unique, the materials would put it in the basic level. Simply because getting real expensive cloth is very expensive to push it into elegant or lavish. So what he makes, while unique and great, the clothing options keep it in the basic range.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
The rest of my
Wasn't aware it was basic, Greg. Thank you.
Wow.
get
I mean, I think you
fucked.
were aware, so.
Greg, I love you so much. For
Uh,
those who don't know, we were doing True Dungeon at Gen Con and being unnecessary bitches to each other the whole time.
It sounds pretty necessary. This is great character development.
It is.
With the rest of my money, I'm gonna get also a med kit, and then whatever else is left can be used for supplies needed for like the outfit
Mhm.
of my share, or
Yeah,
put into a
so
pool. I'm not worried about it.
you all have like $100 from that trip, whatever. So just write down in your character sheets, just this is the list. Write down what you're buying. And if you want to talk to the person who's in the store, you may.
Haunted hayride. Haunted hayride.
Wait, is there there's no like Domeskai center in this town, is there?
There isn't a dedicated hostel, but there is an aid center within the general store. Like they have supplies and the ability to do some basic things. But
Yeah, I would like to bring my Gigantox to the general store just to get the stuff that happened during that last battle healed up.
all right, there's a woman who's working the counter, who looks at you. Oh, okay, yes. Oh, a little bit of damage, not too bad.
Yeah, sorry you can't fit it through the door. You have to go outside.
Oh, this is farm country, so pretty used to large animals that don't fit anywhere. I'll be right there. Just a sec. As she rings up somebody else, and then puts a back in 5 on the sort of countertop and wanders outside. She's very, very confident as she approaches, and she looks at you. My name is Harmon,
Oh,
and
nice to meet you.
this is yours.
Yeah, this is Dwayne. Dwayne, say hello to Harmon.
Uh, sh- when she approaches, you there is like almost like this. Her demeanor puts Gigantox at such ease. She just reaches up easily, touches, like her sense of caring and well-being just exude, and she just takes a couple of bandages, couple of weird sort of tinctures, uh, does whatever she's doing. You can't quite make out exactly everything that she's able to do. Like she's just working really well, and in about 10 minutes, she's like, "All done. There you go," and back to full vitality.
Dope.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
He just got roughed up a little bit in the last fight, but
I mean, that's how the battles go.
are the battles here, for this happening in the tournament later on, are they pretty rough?
They can be. It depends on the competition that comes in, but
Right.
looks like we'll see who shows up. We'll see who can get past the contest, and then see who rises to the top.
I'm gonna sign myself up for that after I take my girlfriend on a haunted hayride.
Oh,
Then I'm gonna sign up for it.
those are always very exciting. The haunted hay rides. They are one of our most popular attractions. Don't get carried away into the cornfields.
Wait, what? Wait,
And she wanders back into the
wait, where are you going?
store.
Wait, no, you don't.
She's got that smile. It's like,
Drake is just standing there looking anxious now. He like starts walking. He sees like a picture of a big standee of unicorn. He goes, ah! He runs away from it a bit.
I am gonna grab everybody's crystals.
Okay.
I'm gonna go specifically out of my budget because I started with $100 and then I got $100 from our job. So Reese is going to treat everybody by going on a supplies run with his own money. So I believe I'm at 50 right now because 3 for Drake, 2 for Matilda, 2 for Amber. Is that correct?
So you're buying the enhanced ones that are a D8.
Yes. I'm covering the 5 for my haunted hayride thing. I am gonna pick up a med kit, so I'm gonna add 30. Just so we have that on hand. And then I'm gonna end with rope and climbing gear, and then travel ready food.
All right.
And then a
Perfect.
box of the apple cider donuts, because of course.
Yeah, so you can head over to the bed and breakfast where Valeria is still sitting on the porch, and she's talking to what you think is one of the owners, and sees you coming up. Oh, good, you made it.
I did. Thank you for your
no
concern. And I just turn, I barely give Valeria any further regard, and I just turn to the owner. Hi, I have a list of supplies that I'd like to get for myself and my group. Would you be able to help me kind of gather them all together? It's kind of a list.
for food because I mean, the bakery's open. If that's what you're looking for.
Oh, right. I confused. I thought it was everything. But yeah, never mind. Hi. I was hoping to get some apple cider donuts for myself and my friends.
Oh, of
Do you
course.
guys have those here?
Oh, yes. Taru is in there, making them away. Hi, I'm Vivica, and she
Wonderful
holds
to
out
meet
her
you.
hand. She is. She's intimidating in the fact that you can tell she knows how to run a business, but she's dressed in a way that suggests like upscale farm wife. Like nothing about her clothing suggests that this is patched together in any way. Like it is clearly a well done uniform. And she points in, and you see Taru, a woman who seems a little bit more frantic in the kitchen as she's wandering around. And there is a Domeskai that is flying around helping her in the kitchen, which I will post.
Cooking type Domeskai.
Please let it be a cooking type. Please let it be like a little chef hat. Please let him have a little chef hat. Oh my. That is beautiful.
We accidentally just found the prettiest one.
Yeah.
Oof. Um, I clock her sort of disposition, and I just sort of like rise to meet it a little bit. Business owner myself. Say, oh, thank you so much. I very much am excited about your establishment. Thank you so much. Um, he gives one last little look at Valeria before stepping in his most professional manner to pick up some apple cider donuts and then also leave a tip because we support small businesses.
Of course.
Um, how much would the donuts plus, well, do leave like a $10 tip, but
So I think the donuts and the cider would come together to be about $15 total for
okay,
everybody.
cool. Then that is still under my budget. I have more than enough to function. I will include a $10 tip and just have this like, I've got bags and bags of supplies as well as just this tower of donuts. Just say thank you so much. I'm very excited to partake of these. And I hope your day isn't too stressful.
Oh no, we're just busy as always. Uh, keeping the most popular business in town up and running takes a little bit of work, but
Mm.
we've got it handled.
Well, I love that and I appreciate and respect that. Keep it going. We see you. And I'll make my way out and again just turn to I'm so sorry I forgot her name. Um the business owner and just say, "Thank you so much. I'm so excited for these. Thank you so much for all the help."
You are very welcome.
Mm. And then again, I just give Valeria a little like, hmm, and just go and rejoin everybody.
As you have turned and walk away, you can hear Valeria laugh about something. But you can rejoin the group. So while Reese is on the grand shopping spree for you all, what else are you all doing? What are you all doing while you're in here?
I think Drake is taking all this in because this is the first time he's ever been to like a county fair kind of situation. Like, so he's really enjoying all the food and the sights. I'm certain there's like probably some kind of like Domeskai side like sideshow for like like for Domeskai that like stay on farms. And if there is, I'm certain if there is like a world's smallest Nordala, he will definitely go see that.
But there are pictures of them that are in that are outside of the Anderson farm. So they have like the biggest one they had ever produced. They do also have pictures of the smallest one that they'd ever managed to come up with. It's you kind of expecting something to be tiny. It's really not. It's really not that small. It's like on the small side, but also like it's not that impressive.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought it would at least be, bit, small. Oh well.
Medium Sebastian.
Yeah. Average
Or-
Sebastian.
Or as he's referred to his friends, Sebastian.
You're right. I'm sorry.
So Amber and Matilda, because we know that Drake went to the general store and then was looking at pictures, and Reese is doing all the shopping. What do you two want to do?
I think Amber's off making friends.
Okay.
She's wandered over to some of the other tamers and is like inquiring about their Domeskai and showing them hers, and she's, this is my son. No, this is Gemlin.
So you meet one of the person you come across is Pete Randall. And what draws you to Pete is he has a snay, he has a stout tight, and he has a neuritress that are hanging out with him. And he catches your eye, well, he catches your ear because he has a very clear snort every time he laughs.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you approach, he's like, "Oh, hi,
Hi,
I'm Pete.
I'm Amber.
Oh,
It's nice
so
to
great
meet you.
It's nice to meet you. Are you here for the pageant, the tournament, or just a tour? Like, what brought you here?"
Well, I'm with my friends and they want to do the pageant and the fighting tournament, and I was really excited about the tour for the haunted hayride, but I'm just here to
yeah,
you
the
know
haunted
support my
hayride is
friends.
so cool. It's
Is
so
it?
spooky. It's so much fun. I had the best time. I couldn't stop laughing because
Really?
it was so scary, but also great.
Well, that's
I just
fun.
had,
I
I
can't.
had such
Is
a
there
great
anything
time.
like? Should I look out for anything while I'm on it? Are there any hidden
Um,
things?
Not that I noticed, but that's because all my friends said I was laughing too hard and I missed everything.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, I would say just keep your eyes peeled. Like it's so fun, y'all. It's like fun to be huddled together on the wagon, and like you're
yeah.
in amongst the mist and the spookiness, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like so fun. And you see so many cool. Like I didn't know corn could get that high. Like I've only been in the city, and like being out here in nature is just like somewhat overwhelming for me too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I spent a lot of my time. We used to go camping all the time, so I've been out before. I think I've got on like one haunted hayride before, but I know
Yeah,
they're
I've
also
never
like,
done. I've never done them before. My parents didn't want me ever to leave the city when I was a kid, so like
yeah.
they were like, I guess you're gonna start your thing and do your thing, whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna go out and do my stuff. And like I've never been out. It's like so refreshing to be out, just like in nature and having to do stuff on my own, but also like with my friends. Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
fun.
Good.
Yeah.
I like your Domeskai. They're so cute.
Thank you. Yeah. I was traveling. I started way, I'm from way up north.
Oh.
And, I took the train down, and then I decided once I got to Vattenberg that I was just gonna walk. I was gonna walk here. I picked up my sleigh in Gnome Wood, the ski resort.
Mhm.
And then as I was walking down here, I found Stout Tight, and then Neuritress. Also found just walking through the woods and being
Yeah.
on my own.
Have you seen
Um,
its evolution? Your stout tight?
I have pictures of it. So I'm working towards that.
Yeah.
I just
No, my friend Drake, he has a Gigatax over there.
Oh, that's so cool. That's your
Yeah.
friend over there, the one that's looking at those
Yeah.
pictures. Oh, great. We should go. Yeah. I this is my friend Judita.
Hi.
And she kind of looks around. Um, she seems kind of shy. She sort of waves,
Mhm.
and then sort of goes back to like reading a book.
Mhm.
Yeah, we made the trip down here. She's a much better battler than I am, but she's just she's just kind of a little shy. I kind of do all the meeting of people, and
Me too. I have my friend Matilda. She's the same, but she's not shy. She's just
Hence.
intense.
oh yeah, I met a few of them,
Mhm.
and then kind of looks around. Lawrence is around here somewhere. Oh, I bet you he went into the haunted museum. That's his
Mhm.
whole. That's his whole thing. He's really into spooky things. Like this actually was his
Cool.
idea to come down here, but I was like, yeah, that sounds like fun. Yeah,
Well, that's cool. Are you gonna take part in any of the battles or anything?
I'm gonna try. This is gonna be my first tournament that I'm gonna try for.
Oh, I hope you do
So
well.
yeah, I'm really, I'm a couple of days to prepare. So
Mhm.
yeah, just
Yeah.
train and do what I can.
Yeah, and bond with your Domeskai. I know that's
Yeah,
very important.
I 100% agree.
Oh, I was wondering, while you were traveling, did you notice anything weird, like any Domeskai who were in areas that they're not normally seen in?
Um, no, not that I noticed.
Okay. Because on our way over, it was like we saw a couple of them. I have a Shanae. Shanae? Shanae? Anyways, there's been a couple that
Yeah.
have just been out of place, and my Bofors was over
Huh.
near where we came from, and it was not supposed to be there, so I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know. We didn't run into any. And he looks to Judita, who does not answer, does not look up, and is just looking at the book.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we had pointed it out, but no, nothing came up
Okay,
that I
maybe it's just
remember.
on our road.
Could be.
Well, if you guys are going on the haunted hayride when it gets dark, you can join us if you want.
Oh, we did that already earlier today.
Okay.
So I think we're just gonna find a really good spot in the campground.
Okay.
But if you're like after we want to come over and talk about it, we'll be over in the campground. We're gonna build a little fire in the fire pit and you know maybe sing songs. And Judy just sort of looks up and shakes her head and then looks back down at the book or whatever they want to do.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe we'll meet up
Yeah.
with you guys later.
Yeah. Yeah. If you see my friend Lawrence, just t- tell him he's in all black.
Uh-huh.
He's got all black, longish hair.
Does he do this a
Um,
lot with it?
yeah, actually, yeah.
It's like Matilda's sibling. I know.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking, I secretly think he's hoping to find, any sort of spooky, dumbest guy hanging out in the museums. That's probably where
Oh.
he's hanging out.
Well,
So
if you guys want to, I mean, it's kind of a ways, but we just came from that way, and there these the dumbest guy that come out of the ground, the
Tropiton.
trifling,
Yeah.
Tropiton,
Oh yeah,
and the
maybe I'll
spooky
tell
trees.
Lawrence to head over that way. Oh, the
Yeah.
Birchaunt. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'll let Lawrence know. Great. That's great. Well, you should probably find
Yeah.
your friends. I've been talking your ear off.
No, it's
So
fine.
we'll be over in the campground. Have a great time on that hayride. It is so much fun.
Thanks. All right, we'll see you later. Bye. And she says bye to
Bye.
the girl on the ground.
Yeah. She looks up and nods, and then
Mhm.
stands up, and then wanders off, never stopping to look at reading
Yeah.
your book.
And she'll go skip back over to Matilda wherever she is.
So Matilda, while that was going on, where did you go?
I think she would have gone to the spooky museum.
All right.
Like-
Yeah, so there's a number of people in the spooky museum. You do see a person who is also dressed in all black with long black hair, who's sort of not paying attention to the exhibit so much as looking around for something else. There's a woman at the counter. And as you kind of come in, she's like, "Oh, hello, welcome to the museum. My name is Mercy. I can give you this program that sort of tells you what everything is in the layout of the map, or you can just wander around. If you have any questions, just give me a holler."
She'll take the brochure.
All right. Enjoy. There's no cost. It's part of the tourism thing, so just enjoy. Read the spooky history of the apple orchard town.
Does she look like she's not really enjoying her job right now? Does she look
Uh,
tired?
She enjoys all the people, but you can tell that she kind of finds a lot of this just like hokey. Um, like the story, much like like the littlest Nordala. Like there are spooky stories of like written on the walls and like pictures of like shadows that they're like there you can see the creature, but you're like okay, sure.
Okay. Fair enough. I think try not to be mean because she is tired. There's just a that kind of smile, and then she'll go
Mhm.
do her own thing.
All right.
Yeah, let's go see cool stuff.
All right. As you are walking around, uh, you do see that one dude who's really intent on like. There's in like the gift shop area. There are a whole bunch of like finger puppets, and he is just staring at them really intently.
I think she's going to go near, but not close enough to talk to him, just to try to see what he's doing.
All right, I'm going to have you see what you notice. So it's probably just going to be a mind, and then whatever else you think to sort of figure out what he is staring at.
I'm going to do mine. I think I'm going to do better than you because I want to see what he's seeing before he sees it. Um, and then I think probably researcher.
Okay.
And most of I think I would bring out I think I'd bring out Lucifer because this
Okay.
is kind of his vibe and he fits.
Okay.
So maybe using his bond to see if I can find
Sure.
anything else too.
Go for it.
1-6, but I got 2 failures.
So 2 1s.
Mm-hmm.
So you see it, but you see it at the same time that this guy sees it. And what it is there's a finger puppet that suddenly starts that's moving very subtly across the counter, and that is what you both see. And you both, because you got 2 ones, you both sort of let out a as you both see it, and then you look at each other.
Do I have my
You haven't met up with Reese yet.
I'm going to just watch because I can't do anything about this. No matter how bad I want one, but I'll just watch and see what they do.
He clocks it, but he doesn't go to capture it. He makes a couple of notes, and then sort of like clocks exactly where he is, and then turns around and starts walking towards other exhibits.
I'm gonna follow him. He sees
Okay.
cool stuff. He's the exhibit now.
He wanders off, and he is looking around, and make me another roll.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll use a different D4 because that one sucks. I used a silicone one. It's not great. I still got 1-1, but I got 2 successes this time.
Okay, you see it before he does. There's like a out of place, like tarot card lying over in the corner. Except the figure in the middle sort of peeks up and looks at you, and then goes back into the card.
I'm not gonna say anything.
He does not seem to notice it. He continues on.
Cool, I'm already better than him. I'm gonna keep following him and do the same thing again.
You wander around. He looks at other exhibits, but that is all you actually, both of you, find within this haunted museum.
I am going to. I think at this point I'll go back to find Amber.
Okay. I think at that point,
yeah.
all of you sort of collectively come back together. There's a bunch of donuts and supplies and
Thanks, Reese.
No problem. I figured we needed to re-up on a lot of these things, and I had the money on me, so why not? But yes, let me know if there's anything else we still need. I have a little bit of wiggle room so we can make it happen. Also, pageant clothes. I'm right here. Hi, I can make those for you. But it's
I
not going to
made
be
some-
anything super fancy, but it'll be something.
I made some friends, some people who are staying in the camp. Matilda, did you just come from the museum?
Mhm.
Did you see a guy in there dressed in all black with like black hair with a fringe that a lot?
Yeah, he sucks. Do you guys want to see a puppet
Okay.
and a card?
Yeah.
Wait, a puppet show? There's a puppet show here and magic show. That's the only way you'd be able to see a magic and you see a card and a puppet in the same place.
I feel like she actually laughs at that. There's no way that she does it. And there's just a pat on the cheek. And they're Domeskai. I
Hmm.
think he was looking for them, and he didn't see one of them. But I wanted to show you all first, and then I'll tell him what he missed.
Okay. Why didn't you just tell him?
Because I'm better than him.
Okay.
Well, guys, I don't want to alarm you, but the corn maze is haunted. All right. Apparently, when you go through the corn maze, someone can grab you and pull you into the corn maze, and you'll get lost forever. That's what I think happens. But they didn't really explain fully what goes on, just that you should be careful when you're doing the hayride and be careful with the corn.
I'm fully provoking whatever it is.
I am going to take some of my sewing needles and put them in between my fingers like a teeny little pathetic Wolverine. Be like, they can try. They can try.
Oh, you'll mess them up, bro. You'll mess them up.
Just like that, right?
Cause yup, Kitty got claws. Show off your claws.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ow!
I don't actually. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, and I pull out the med kit. I actually got this huge
No,
thing.
it's
this
fine.
huge suitcase. He just opens it. Okay, we have gauze. We have bandages. We have different
No,
kinds of
I'm
bandages. We've got
fine.
sewing supplies. We've got stitches. We've got what do you think you need?
You to take a breath. I'm fine.
Oh,
It's like there's like 2 pieces of scratched skin and then like 1 bead of blood from like that one nicking good. And I'm just like, I'm impressed. Actually.
I'll take one teeny little sliver of an alcohol wipe and just dab the
Ow!
blood. Well, we can't let it get infected, can we?
Yeah. So a puppet.
Yeah, she'll take them all, and then we'll go to the puppet first.
okay.
Can't catch the puppet. I want to catch the puppet.
I felt like it was really good for you.
It takes you a while because it's very good at blending in,
Uh-huh.
but then you do see it.
There.
Oh. Hi, little one. Oh. Are you hiding under there? Are you comfy? I think you look very handsome. I was wondering if you're interested in getting out of this museum and seeing more of the world, if you'd want to come with me.
All right. Make a roll.
Okay. So we're going to use presence. We're going to use collector. Going to use a d6 for the capture crystal. And diversity and collection.
Did you he bought you enhanced ones, correct?
I still had one of my other ones
Oh,
left.
okay, you have one of the other ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I got an 8, a 5, and 2 4s. So 2 successes.
All right. So it looks at you and then sort of jumps up and like lands on your fingers, and you can feel the tentacles sort of going around your finger.
That's so
and
cool.
then touches the crystal and goes inside.
Yay! A new flint. How big is it?
It is 5 inches.
Aw, that's a totally average friend.
That's a tiny friend.
Oh,
Got Terrepit.
Terrepit.
Serenity,
The
I love you
shadow
so much.
sculpture type.
I love them. Oh my god. It's 5 inches. I love it. I'm like,
You would care in your pocket.
I know.
You just put it in your
Like-
pocket, yeah.
He can like go on my headband and just live on my head.
Yeah, just sit on your
A little
headband.
brooch friend, but like not the actual brooch friend.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because there is
different.
an actual brooch.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have so much fun together. I'm going to up his defense.
This is a quote unquote haunted museum, so like spooky things and hokey things and whatever. I like the idea that Reese has somehow found the tarot cards section and is like, oh, this fortune card looks really nice.
Right behind you. Look at that one.
Remind me to design your next outfit with a bell, complete with the outfit, so we never get scared anymore.
I'll take the middle part out of the bell.
Rude. Okay, did these really work?
For some people, I'm sure.
Hmm.
But that pretty one right there.
Which one did you point out?
The one that's a really pretty lady. It says Metaboo on it.
Yeah. You see one that sort of looks that very slowly looks around, like you see the figure come out of the card a little bit, and then it goes back in.
Oh, that's fascinating. I was going to get a set of tarot cards and do an outfit gallery based on those, but this is just an added bonus. Hi. I mean, he's gonna like read read the quick blurb on like what are tarot cards? How are they? What arcana would you represent?
It's just lying there.
Okay. Trying to appeal differently. Would you like to come with us? We are going to be going out and about, and there's also a fun pageant coming up, and I would love to have you be a part of it if you'd like.
It's just lying on the ground.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if you turn it upside down, if she wants to fight you. Because they mean different things if they're upside down.
Oh, I like that. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to take out Queen. Just so she's kind of floating there. Okay, let's see what happens. And I will gently, to not like hurt or cause discomfort or whatever, turn them upside down and then like leap back.
As your hand comes out, the scarves come out and slap your hand away, and it stands itself up.
All right. Can I get any sort of read on this Domeskai on what energy that they are looking for?
It seems mad at you now.
Right, touching without consent, definitely not good. I apologize for approaching and touching without asking for permission. I would very much like to make up for my insult if possible by designing an outfit that looks like your beautiful dress and then dedicating it to you.
Make me a roll.
Okay. I'm literally sweating. All right. So presence, Where's my D8? Caregiver. Can I bring Matilda in on this, or is Matilda actively working against me in this moment?
Oh, I was trying to help you, so I'm
Okay.
happy to.
I would not be surprised if you're like, no.
You made your bed. No,
Uh,
that's why she brought friends. She could have gone and got these herself, but she wanted her friends to have them.
Well, that's very sweet. I don't think this is rooted necessarily in my goal. I think this is purely from fascination, just in general. So I don't want to
Okay.
put that in there. That's kind of all I got. Got 3 dice. It's just not the
Right.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Do you want to use your bond maybe to try to kind of reflect with your Domeskai that you're
Oh.
trustworthy and you make good clothes?
Is that uh is that a thing? Can I bring my Domesguy's bond in on the roll?
You have to pick which bond you're going to use. So you either use a bond with Matilda or your bond with your Domeskai.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. I'll keep Matilda because
Oh,
well, it's the
friendship.
same die, but you know. Plus Queen and I are still kind of feeling each other out. Okay. Ha. That is 2 successes. Surprisingly.
All right. It brushes itself off and looks. So you're just trying to coax.
Yeah, I'm trying to coax it to join us.
It brushes itself off and looks up at you, and then looks at your queen, and then looks back at you, and then jumps up, and it's sort of like a card floating in the wind. Jumps up and sort of lands in your hand and looks very expectantly.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm going to take my crystal out
Okay.
and attempt the process.
All right.
All right. So this is an enhanced crystal. So it's D8.
Yep.
We're doing collector. Is that what the typical? Okay.
Yep. In your presence.
Presence, another D8. I need another D8. Where am I? D8. There we go. I think that's it then, right?
Yeah.
That's all I can really put together. Okay. That is 1 success.
That's all you need.
Awesome.
You have caught a metaboo.
Metaboo. I love it. Let's see.
It is a luminous specter type.
Ooh. Cool. I'm going to go with attack for its stat. Oops. And yeah, I'm going to just I'll have them stay out if they'd like. They can be in my lapel if they would like to still be around and interact. And yeah, I feel accomplished. Also, I think this is the coolest Domeskai. I was not expecting a tarot card Domeskai. I love it so much. Also, I blame you for all the money I'm going to be spending on your game. Okay, now that that's understood.
I'll accept it. As you have taken all of that, you realize that your haunted hayride is starting in 5 minutes. And as you all hustle over to climb in the wagon, let's take our break.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a break, so don't go no place. Let's just grab a drink, grab food, grab a friend, or do a stretch. Let's stretch our calves today because it's, you need to get that weight off your legs. So go up to a wall, do a stretch, do a lunge, whatever it is you'd like. We'll be right back. Okay, bye. Welcome back. We're about to go on a haunted hayride. Let's go.
Woo!
Woo.
Whoa.
Take it away.
Yeah, so you all pile up onto the hay, the back of the hay ride wagon, the big wagon, which clearly repurposed for this because it's pretty much just a bunch of seats and a really nice floor. There's seats that sort of allow you, like there's seating down the center, so like you can face out and look around. And there's one of the farmers from the orchard from Anderson Farms. I mean, who's driving it, and he's got a very impressively large looking. I suppose I should put this in because we haven't. I don't think we've seen it. You all seen it, but I haven't put it in the game. He's got a Fiorian who's pulling the wagon. I'll put that in because I don't think we've shown it.
Mm-mm.
Big lad.
So once everything's piled in, it's the height of the evening. The sun has gone down, so it's a very packed cart. You all find your seats, sit down, get comfy and cozy, sipping cider, and you take off into the night. It starts. He leans over and hits what looks to be some sort of like cassette player or something, and starts playing like spooky organ music as you start moving through. And there's just, you come across, it's like you go through various, like it's like corn, and then a scene from a popular horror film. Like they're scarecrow mannequins made up. They're looking, and they're sort of half moving. But amongst them, as you're traveling, you do see, because this does attract various Domeskai, you do see a bunch of Perchant, which we'd seen earlier, who are sort of waving off in the corn. You also see floating around, kind of spookily in the dark, things that look like this.
So cute. Little baby.
You're coming
How
home
big are
with
they?
me.
They are. Hold on.
Sorry, I always picture them like this big, and then they're like this big.
All of them are this big until
Yeah.
further notice.
Until further notice. Let me get down. It's when you have 100 of these, it's hard to find my notes.
It's at the bottom. It starts with a Z.
It does start with a Z. This is Zomfly.
Zomfly.
I love
Don't
that name.
fly.
I love Zomfly. Drake is clinging to Matilda.
She's accepted it, but
yeah,
she's
so
halfway up.
Zomflies are 6 inches.
Oh, that's tiny. Okay, never mind. He
A
doesn't fit.
respectable size.
Yes, a respectable.
An average, larger than average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 inches, respectable size. You know, don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I
Yeah.
would like this respectable sized Domeskai so bad.
Thank you, LP.
You continue on there. Every once in a while, you see a bunch of the Zomflies, but then you do come across one area where its evolved form is fluttering around, sort of the lights.
Moth.
Please say it's its name. It's just moth.
It's Skuloth.
Oh, that's
That's even
really
better.
That's
How big is it though?
2 feet.
Okay,
Big?
then I think if one gets like, it's like,
Yeah, they don't come close. They know not to come close. They're sort of used to it. So it's flitting around, sort of looking at the lights. You see one sort of looking at the lights as you pass another one of like, it's a haunted surgeon's office. And there's like a mannequin that sits up, and like there's a fake scream with like a spooky clown doctor playing.
Drake's
I would like it known that at almost every single hokey thing, Reese screams.
Surgeries
Amber
can be
doing?
very scary. Oh, so she's fine. She's loving this. She's like, oh yeah, no, it's okay. Surgeries are so scary sometimes, you know.
Reese is clutching onto Amber for dear life.
It's okay. It's okay.
it's a half an hour hayride out in the cold. It's a little chill in the air. The birchons are sort of making the mist. You see things floating around and flying around. You see all the scenes, and then you come back into town. And you start getting off the wagon as the hayride has completed.
Okay,
You okay,
made it through.
Reese?
Mm-hmm. Everything's great. It's fine. I don't need sleep. Who needs sleep?
Not a single thing came out of the corn and tried to take us. We're good. We're good.
You did a very
Depressing.
good job of protecting us.
Well, hot cider?
Yeah,
And-
we should go set up our tent.
Yeah.
I'll
That'd be
go
nice.
I'll go get on that, and
Okay.
Drake will go to set up the tent.
I'll
Find
I'll
a
go-
good area.
Yeah, you get into the campground. The campground is packed. There are not very many great places left. You are sort of way off into the side, kind of towards the back of the campground, near where the corn starts.
Yes.
Do I see
We
Peach?
should set up here. We should set up here.
But it's near the corn.
Yeah, it's
There-
near the
there-
corn.
There is a bed and breakfast. We could.
We
You know.
could do that.
Hold on a second. And he reaches into his pocket, pulls out his crystal, and he sets out what he's called Glover, but it's his trumpetone.
Mhm.
And he sets a little trumpetone to the ground. He's like, "All right, I need you to do a quick check. Are there any ghosts in that cornfield?"
It sucks into the ground, and then about 3 minutes later, pops back out, and then it goes.
Dude, you could have at least lied to me to make me feel better.
She's gonna lean down and offer it a high five. Yeah.
Well, all right, try if you can, go in the corn maze and tell them, "Hey, we're cool. We're not gonna hurt them and not to bug us."
It disappears, and then comes back.
Okay, they're cool. Okay, cool. All right. He recalls this. He recalls Domeskai.
This is the funniest Domeskai.
All right. Well, let's get set up. I'm gonna look around. Is Pete and his crew close?
Yeah, they are sort of in the center.
Mhm.
They had been set up for a while, but yeah,
Mhm.
you do find Pete and his friends.
Big wave.
He waits.
Do you guys want to go meet my new friends?
Oh,
Sorry, talking.
I was I'm gonna point at the one with the dark hair and go, "Oh, that's the one who was looking at the Domeskai that you both caught. Maybe you should go show him off."
Oh,
You
wait,
wanna
these were
go?
spoken for?
No,
Oh,
he didn't say that. He was just writing stuff down.
okay. Amber, lead the way.
Okay, Drake, are you coming? Oh,
Yep. I'll catch up when I finish setting up Reese's tent, and he starts building out all the tents.
I mean it's kind of
Thank
all of
you,
our
brother.
Okay,
I'll go help.
I'll bring Reese. I'll like pull him by the hand, and I have Gemlin in the other hand. Wait, come on.
They're two
Hi.
children.
This is my friend Reese.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, hi. Yeah, she was talking all about you. She said so many great things about all of you.
Oh,
I'm so excited to meet all of you. This is Lawrence, and Lawrence just sort of looks. And this is Judita, who's still reading her book, and she looks up and nods, and then goes right back to her book.
pleasure.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you do the haunted hayride? Wasn't
Yes.
it spooky? Was it spooky and so much fun? Like
It was so fun.
like
I like the
almost-
surgery scene.
Yeah. Oh, that's like was so
Mhm.
scary, but also so funny. Like, and I kept trying to remember what movies that all the scenes were from, but I couldn't remember any of the movies because I don't remember being allowed to watch any of them. But but I had the best time. Did you all have a good time?
Yes.
Oh, it's all right. Reese was a little nervous, but it's okay because it was supposed to be scary.
Yeah. Oh, it's really scary. It's really spooky out there. Like the mist and the music. Like they play the spookiest music. Like Lawrence was writing that down because he might want to use that in his pageant performance.
He's
Isn't that
doing
right,
pageants?
Lawrence? And Lawrence just nods.
Oh, another pageanteer? Is that the term? We're going to go with it.
Let's go with that.
Well, wonderful to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
So what's your theme?
Horror. Scary. Dark. But like not too dark. Like you don't want to scare like the audience too much.
Oh, like-
but
Like Disney Dark?
I mean, yeah, you know, some of them got real dark though. Did you ever? Anyways, yeah. So I was just making notes of like, you know, I went to the haunted museum just to kind of take notes of what like plays well to this crowd, so like what the level of dark they expect. So
Smart.
yeah, I did my research and made sure that I, you know, was aware. So yeah, you gonna do pageant stuff? Like, what's your deal?
I design all of the outfits for my Domeskai. And I plan on starting
That's-
my own fashion league as well.
Oh, okay. I mean, designing outfits is the actual point of the pageant, so I'm not surprised by that. But you want to like actually do like label stuff, like
Mhm.
oh,
I even came up with a name for my label. You ready?
sure,
Reese.
like the peanut butter cup.
What? Yes, but like the spelling of my name, Reese. You know, that's
Oh.
RHYS.
Okay. And how do you think you're gonna make people not think about the peanut butter cup?
Well, the spelling will be the big
Yeah,
way.
but like when people talk about it, when they say like, "Oh, are you wearing Reese?" Like they'd be like,
Well,
"Oh, I'm not covered in peanut butter and chocolate. What are you talking about?"
well, typically when you're talking about the peanut butter cup, you're talking about Reese's. Like it's like an apostrophe S. It's always multiple. If you say Reese singular, then you know differentiation.
Oh
Bold.
yeah, I mean, I feel like that's
Yes.
yeah. I mean, cool. Like you've got a marketing plan down then.
Mhm.
Sounds great.
I am accepting sponsors if you feel so inclined.
Sponsor what exactly?
The the small business.
Well, since you guys are going to be competitors, I don't know if that's.
So wait, wait. You want me to give you money
Mhm.
to start a business that's gonna sort of also impede on my goals to rise to the top of the pageant league?
Well, if you look at it
I
that
mean, that's
way.
bold. Like, I mean, I appreciate like your gumption. Like, I mean, go you. But also begs the question: who exactly are you? And I will point out, like myself, nobody yet. So I'm not really gonna invest.
Wow, the moon looks so nice tonight. It's very inspiring for spooky things. Pete, do you want to
Yeah.
go meet my other friends?
Oh yeah, sure. Those two look like they're having a great time.
Yeah. She grabs his hand and like takes Gremlin and the
just-
other one and walks away.
Someone talking shit about our guy?
Mentally, the sound from Kill Bill goes off in his head.
And like the mad zoom.
Yes.
I mean, Drake. Be glad Drake isn't there.
Be glad Matilda's not there. Oh. Drake and Matilda.
She could
Oh,
be there.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I as Amber grabs my hand to bring me, I'll just be like,
No, I'm
Come on,
grabbing
Meddy Boo.
Pete. I'm
Oh,
grabbing
Pete and Amber
Pete.
are
got
hanging out.
it.
You're
Pete and
there,
Amber
like,
are leaving this
Oh.
not paying
situation.
attention.
got
And
it.
Lawrence is just like, I mean, good on you though.
Hmm. If I may,
Sure.
your theme is boring, and I will just turn and walk back to the group.
He actually laughs out loud as you turn around.
That's fine.
He's like, I mean, we're all trying to figure it out, man.
That's fine. But as you said, a nobody shouldn't
Hey,
be focused on nobody ideas and instead strive for something better.
I mean,
You can
you're
look
the
at yourself as a nobody, but
if
I'm always going to
you-
look at myself like a somebody, honey.
I mean, if you want to look at abject reality that nobody's heard your name as an insult, then I don't know that you're going to make it very far in life. But
Hmm.
I mean, you do whatever your ego needs, I guess.
I will. Thank you.
Great.
I don't really take it as an insult, more like a motivation.
That's the point, dude. Like, get motivated. Let's strive
Mm-hmm.
against each other. Let's bring the best out of this competition and what we all can do. But like asking a person you don't even know for money, it's just like, I mean, you got balls on you, I guess, bud. But it's also, is that how you
Well,
start every conversation?
Well, just to clarify, since we're digging into the weeds of the particulars, all I stated was that I am expecting or accepting sponsorships for interested parties. I did not actually ask you for money.
Yeah.
So while
Okay.
we're
So
getting
I'm going
into
to
the
point out that
specifics,
that's just a dodge because you did say interested parties looking directly at me, implying that I'm an interested party. Just because you pretend that you have an out of a conversation for plausible deniability doesn't mean that we all didn't get exactly what you were saying. I'm just saying that's fine. It's a wild thing to do, and I appreciate like your forwardness, but like for you to be like this upset when somebody says, "Oh, FYI," maybe not the best way to approach people. I don't know. Like, you know, sounds like he just had a real coddled upbringing, I guess.
any other barbs you feel like sending my way?
Not really.
Good. Bye. And
Have a good night.
Reese is going to head back to the group, but he is going to be very quiet.
Pete
think-
and Amber arrive. Oh, hey, God, you are really good at putting up tents.
Yeah, I do like putting up tents.
These
Hi,
are really great tents.
Thanks.
This is my new
Oh.
friend Pete. That's Drake,
hey,
and that's
Pete.
Matilda.
Hey, you. Anybody who's a friend of Amber is like an immediately great friend of mine because Amber's like amazing and like you all look amazing and like look at this tent work. I am so impressed.
Wow, you are a really friendly dude.
We are not. I don't know you.
Hey, I mean, strangers just friends you haven't met yet, right?
No.
That's Matilda. Remember, she's
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
I'm familiar. I'm familiar with that attitude. I travel with Lawrence, so I get it.
well. We're gonna set up, and they were gonna maybe do some like songs. If you guys want to do some singing tonight or something.
Yeah.
He runs into the tent and comes back out with his guitar.
Oh, you play the guitar?
I do.
And he reaches in a backpack and pulls out a triangle. I do the triangle.
We are going to fucking jam.
Yeah, we are.
You're gonna melt some faces. Let's go. He holds up a hand.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Be supportive of your partner's interests. Be supportive of your partner's interests.
As they go off, she's like, "Pete's great,
Uh-huh.
don't you think?"
Uh-uh.
Oh, why not?
Don't take this the wrong way, but he reminds me a lot of you. But he's a you that I don't know.
Oh.
I like you.
Mhm.
I didn't like you when I first met you.
Oh, yeah.
Don't take
But
that
then you got
personally
to know
now.
me. No, it's
I
okay.
know.
I know I'm I'm a lot. But I'm glad that we're friends now.
Yeah. Like my best friend, but whatever. Anyway. Tense.
It's not a big deal.
No.
In Amber's head, it's a big
Off in
deal.
the distance, you hear the strumming of a guitar and the tinging of a triangle as Reese. I'm assuming Reese is coming back to your campsite.
I come back to the campsite and I go immediately into my tent.
What
He met-
happened?
He met Lawrence. Lawrence is a lot like you, mixed with Reese. So, like, a lot of attitude, but also into fashion.
She's gonna walk. You're happy to you're more than welcome to come along, but she's just gonna beeline. And she's gonna open the tent and just look at Reese and go,
I'm fine. I am designing an outfit for the pageant.
okay, I think half of that was true.
It's fine. It's fine. I didn't interact well with people. So that's fine. I am just going to focus on this and then see if I can do application stuff and get some material in the morning. So I appreciate you checking on me. I will be okay.
Like, okay as in leave it alone, or okay as in I can do whatever the fuck I want and just leave you alone about it.
Matilda, if there's one thing that I know about our connection, it's that it does not matter which one I say because you are going to do whatever the hell you want. And that is awesome. I appreciate it. I'll be okay.
She's gonna close the tent and she's gonna look at Amber. Go. I'm gonna fuck him up. And she's walking
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to talk to him. I just want to
I just want to talk to him.
She's like, I'm gonna follow behind her. Like, no, Matilda, really, it's okay. Like, they were just having they don't know each other yet, and they were just trying to get to know each other. And like, sometimes Reese can
Mhm.
come off a lot, and he
Mhm.
can come off as a lot too. So
Uh-huh.
it's fine. I just don't want there to be a fight with my new friends and my old friends, and I don't want it to be. I just want everyone to be happy, and I don't know how to make everyone happy right now.
Hey. There's a hand that goes on top of your head. And she goes, this is not your fault. You don't have to even be there if you don't want to be there. Don't worry. I'll make it fast.
Don't hurt him, please.
Not physically.
But I kind of like Pete, and I want him to like me too.
Okay, then I'll leave Pete out of it.
But Pete's Lawrence's friend.
Okay. She's just gonna walk over. And she's gonna walk over to Lawrence.
Oh, hey, you're from the museum.
Yeah,
Cool.
cool. You missed something while you were in the museum. Did you notice?
I mean, there was a lot in there. What do you? What
The tarot
exactly?
cards?
Oh, the Metaboo? Yeah, I that was where I started, so
Mm.
didn't really
You got an answer for everything, huh?
know.
Okay. Then answer why you were addicted to my friend.
I wasn't. Your friend asked me for money.
Yeah, well, he's rich and stupid. That's not his fault.
Okay. And it's not my fault that he doesn't take feedback about maybe you shouldn't ask a person you just met who's also in direct competition with you for money the first time you've met within 20 minutes of each other. And then when I said, what am I investing in? We're both nobodies. He got super offended at like the actual reality of we've not even started a career. And then he got super angry and then whatever, like it is object reality.
That's funny. If you think it takes someone being in a competition to be someone, then you might be a nobody. Paris is
28
someone.
already
Hang on,
said.
hang on, hang on. I don't talk a lot. I'm gonna talk right now.
Okay.
He's someone. And you are someone too. Because if I said that, I imagine Peter should get upset for you. And whatever book lady's name is. I imagine they'd be at least quietly upset.
She looks up. It's Judita. Also,
Eh.
he's Lawrence. I don't know. Pete talks a lot.
That's fine. Thanks,
Mhm.
Judita. But it's just unfair to call someone a nobody when you don't know what they're going through. And I came over here to be really, really, really mean. And you're right, he wasn't exactly in the right. But dude, you can't do that.
I mean, fair. But
I'm
also,
also-
like, fair.
But he also shouldn't have asked you for money. So I'm sorry he's
I mean,
dumb.
it was super weird and super kind. Can I look? I'm gonna be really, really honest with you. Like, he's clearly got drive and has passion,
Mhm.
but like, what are those if you don't have sort of an honest idea of where you're at? Because if you think you're starting at 50 meters ahead and you're at 0, you're just gonna fall.
Yeah. I think a reality check is good for him. And I'm sure he's excited to compete against you.
I mean,
And
I'm excited to see where this takes us. I mean,
Yeah.
he seems like a really interesting person. If he got maybe, I don't know. I'm not. I shouldn't make snap judgments.
Yeah.
It's fair.
me neither.
Besides,
Man.
Judita hit me when he left, so like,
Hmm.
kind of knew I was a little bit in the wrong.
Fair. I'll go talk to him too. Damn it. You weren't supposed to be cool. I wasn't supposed to like you. I was supposed to come over here and hate you. So that's rude.
Look, I know the vibe. We can pretend that we hate each other. It fits. But like, you are amazing. Just could tell that. Also, you picked things up in that museum. Like, you clocked crap. And I'm like, it's a force to be reckoned with right there.
Your notebook looks cool. Anyway. And then loudly she's gonna go, fuck you, and walk away.
Like next to Pete and Drake, like as they're playing, she's like humming along, just like eyes locked on the situation, like "Spoken, it's easy." Oh no. Okay.
Drake
Well,
is
they didn't
up
fight.
there. Drake is up there jamming with Pete. Like, guys, this is my buddy Pete. This is the band we just formed 15 minutes ago because he is my new best friend. And we're
we will be. Just wait. We're gonna have a concert, and we're gonna write our own songs, and they're gonna be like the best songs you ever heard. And
we're gonna have merch. We're gonna have a merch table. Well, we
and
don't have a
I'm
merch
gonna,
table.
I'm gonna learn how to lift weights or whatever.
It's gonna be great.
'Cause-
He's gonna get yoked, and we are gonna be
Yeah.
the best band ever. We're
gonna
playing
be
our
like-
first song.
Yeah.
What's,
we're gonna be
wait,
like-
what's the name of our first song?
I
What
don't
did
know.
we say?
Should we just call ourselves the Folk Yokes?
You know
Like,
what? Yeah, I
right,
like the
yeah,
folk yokes.
okay,
I like the
okay,
folk
that's-
yokes.
yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
okay,
All right,
okay.
cool. Yeah, we are the
Yeah.
folk yokes.
Yeah,
this
we
is our
are.
this is our song.
Yeah,
Called
this is going out to
Triangle
Amber.
Rock.
Triangle Rock going out to Amber.
Oh my god.
right. This is Triangle Rock going out to Amber and going out to the hottest babe here at Matilda. I love you, babe.
Yeah.
And they play like the most folk rock.
How good is it? How bad is it? Which way
I,
is it?
I will make a performance check
I
on
will
my
totally
side,
make
and
a
you
roll
get to
for
make a
this.
performance check on your side.
I will 100% do
Uh,
this.
Can Amber and I both give bonds to the people on
Sure.
stage?
Oh my
Performance
gosh.
is
I love
not
them.
his thing.
Yeah, it's not either.
Well, I mean, Pete got it a success. So good triangle.
Rocket
solving.
magic.
I got an 8 and a 4 and a 2.
Well, 2 successes. We both play adequately. It works somehow.
Woo!
I'm shocked. Go. Yeah.
We give the best.
Yeah,
Best performance
he
ever.
he's like,
In our mind.
wait, and he brings out his stout-tight. Amber said.
Oh, that's right. He brings out his Gigantox.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get so buff and
Yes.
powerful.
We're gonna
and
get buff.
battling, and I
We're-
am so excited. You are the greatest. I am very tired though. It's been a long day. I'm really very tired.
No, yeah, I get that. Is we spent all night rocking out. Let's pack it in. Wake up tomorrow morning, kick butt and kick some more ass tomorrow.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I am hyped. I am also gonna go crash.
All right. He fist bumps him.
Fist bump. Amber, you are the greatest person I've ever met. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, good night. She like when he leaves and Drake and her start walking back, she's like, he's so cool.
You know what? He is really awesome. I mean, I usually don't vibe really well with people that well. He always does. This is not new. This is actually the 7th time. This situation, this is the 7th time this has happened.
Just beelining towards Matilda. How did it go?
Eh.
Well, you didn't punch him.
No. Nope.
Okay.
Damn it, you're making me soft. And she's just gonna walk away.
He watches her. She's friends with him now. They're like best friends now. That she doesn't want to say it.
Drake!
Go get your girlfriend.
He heads off.
That's stomp. No.
Like no.
Megan! Go! No!
Matilda! Matilda!
No.
Matilda, come on!
No.
We're gonna go to bed.
Yeah, we're
All
gonna go to bed. And before bed, there's just a little like nod to Reese. It's like, and then he just go to bed.
Reese is at like working his ass off on a
Mhm.
new set of outfits.
All right. You all wake up the next morning to the sounds of chaos. The town is a lot of people are set. You can hear one person in the middle screaming something very, very loudly, but you're pretty far away, so you cannot make out what's going on. And everybody seems really tense.
Oh. Amber has
and the-
sucker marks all over her face from he like crawls back up under her hat. What's going on?
Drake gets out, looks around, sees what's going on. Yeah.
You see Pete running towards you all.
Pete.
is
He
it?
runs over to Pete. Pete, what's
There's-
wrong, buddy?
There's a kid. Some kid named Emmett was on the haunted hayride and is disappeared. And now, like, there's this guy who's screaming like he's been kidnapped by evil Domeskai. He's part of that weird group.
Wait, weird group.
Yeah. What does the thing stand for? Domeskai are dangerous. Don't ignore everyone's safety. You know, daddies. They wear those stupid daddies shirt.
Oh my gosh, those guys
I forgot you warned us about them.
I warned you.
You did.
I warned you.
You did. I feel like Drake takes a lap and then comes right back.
Oh my gosh. Did someone actually went missing on the hayride?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, we should go looking for them, right?
People
Yeah.
are, but they haven't found anything. And this guy, Cameron, I think his name is saying that if they don't find him, he's got some sort of weird device that will like set up like a protective bubble and drive Domeskai away so that like they'll leave the kid alone. He's saying like Emmett was kidnapped by a Skull-Oth and taken away to be eaten or something. I don't know. It's like
Go off.
wild.
They wouldn't do that. They weren't even coming near the ride.
But that's what I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do.
Uh,
Okay.
Reese doesn't come out until at that point where he comes out already in travel gear. He's already got the rope and the kit. He's got a med kit. He's got all of his Domeskai, and he's like, "Where are we going? Hey,
To the
right?
field.
Heads to the field.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Flyers. Get him in the air. Get him searching. Drake, you get on your big guy and start looking around. I'm gonna Gemlin, we're gonna go and we're gonna look ground level. We're gonna talk to the dumbest guy and figure out what's going on.
Should we also have the little hand guy go underneath?
Yes.
Yeah, good idea. He sends
Get
out
it.
Struptown and sends it. All right, go find this little kid named Emmett. He asks him what does the little kid, if they have any thing on them that.
Yeah, Pete doesn't have anything. You'd have to go further into town and probably talk to the actual people in there. Pete's just got the information.
I'm gonna try to find someone who can say what the kid looks like and send my Trupaton out into the cornfield to try to find it.
As you go into sort of the center of town, you see this guy. He's in his sort of late 20s. His bright red hair. He's just talking at the full volume. He is in the flannel shirt. He's got the shirt that says DADDIS on it. And he's making claims. And next to him is this really weird looking machine. And he says a couple of things that catch your attention. He's constantly talking about how destructive and dangerous they are. And he says, you hear him say, and another thing, strange snowstorms in the middle of the forest, hurting our crops, strange creatures interrupting our communications, destroying our computers. What else will these creatures do but send us back into the Stone Age? They must be stopped, and now they've taken a child.
Okay, first of all, point of order, going back to the Stone Age is awesome because then I have a dinosaur best friend. Second of all, I'm gonna need maybe a description of this kid because I think we can find him before anything gets too bad.
A person runs over who's got a flyer that's got a rough description of it. And Cameron goes, because of this, we are taking matters into our own hands. We must make this zone a free from Domeskai zone. And he reaches down and goes to hit the button on the machine.
Can I kick the machine or something? Because
you
I
can-
would have sent my hardware little guy, but I'm like, nah, that's bad for the image. I'll punch it.
Yeah, go make a roll. What do you think?
So I don't know how much I want to actually destroy it, but more I want it to be like stop it and then also have the presence to stop it. And then better than you.
Okay.
Or one in a crowd. Actually, one in a crowd probably works better. Same thing. Battler.
Can I add a dice to provide support to add a dice to the pool?
Yeah, you can use Drake's Bond. D6.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I think we're good. Let me grab a D8. Okay, cool. What's a success again?
5 or above.
2 are successes.
Okay, so he goes on to hit it. You dash over and kick it out of the way. And he looks at you. Pure malice. And goes, see? This is what I'm talking about. They love these creatures more than they love children.
Hey, yo, something like this should be put up to a vote and not just decided by one person, right? You can't just come in and take everyone's pets away. That's mean.
Oh, typical propaganda. Living weapons aren't pets.
And she covers the eyes. And Gemlin. They are more than pets, they're family. And just because you don't like them or because you can't bond with them doesn't mean that everyone else shouldn't get to either. That's, I mean, look, it's okay if you can't, but you can't make it so that everyone else doesn't get to do something just because you don't want to do it. It's like if I was on a diet and everyone couldn't have donuts. That's silly.
That is actually the same
Donuts.
thing.
Also are bad for your heart. They are
Excuse me.
weaponized.
He holds Reese back. Whoa, bro. Just,
Oh no.
I got this drink.
oh. Okay. Oh, you're in trouble
Oh
now.
shit, the eyebrow!
Yeah. If Reese had earrings, he'd start taking them out.
I like the idea that you just do the action.
Mhm. Let's get something straight. Just because mommy and daddy or whatever parental configuration you grew up with didn't give you a donut as a kid to give you just a taste of goodness does not mean you're going to take the goodness away from all the rest of us. We are here. The Domeskai are here. And despite all of your rantings and ramblings, probably because you weren't fortunate enough to grow up around good ones, we are not going anywhere. The Domeskai are not going anywhere. So why don't you take your flannel wearing ass and march yourself into a department store and buy a different shirt first off, because this is just a little too much for my sensitive eyes. And then I would like you to go and get some therapy. Okay?
Oh, listen to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have a good argument, so of course insults the people who are making the good argument. Typical spoiled brat. Well, if none of you are going to do anything about it, I am. And he starts going towards his machine.
I am going to have Flithius. I'm going to have him fire off his laser at the machine.
All right, you're going to need to make a roll.
All right. All right. My brain. I need you to make a roll. Cool. What dice?
So this is your action. You'll use your bond with Flithius for Flithius's action of shooting the laser. But whatever you think, what sort of command you're giving to
I
do it.
imagine presence would fall into this.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm blind. Battler, which is not that high. Background of rich and bougie. He's just fully owning it now.
Okay.
There's no fighting it. And I would like to fork in my bond with Amber to sort of piggyback
You
on
get
Amber's
one
argument.
die from one category.
Oh,
So
that's
you can
right,
use
that's right, that's right.
Amber or the bond with Flithius.
Thank you. I think that's gonna be it. That is one success with a 1.
Okay. So you go and Flithius fires off. Here's what the 1 does. It hits the machine, but it also hits his hand because he was reaching for it. And he jumps back, screaming and holding up the burn on his hand. And saying, "See what lengths they will go. See, they will hurt innocent people to force their agenda. Look at what he did, unprovoked."
What is the crowd's reaction to this?
The crowd is very mixed. Like, there's a lot of people who are just like, they're already in panic because there is a kid missing.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like really just very confused as to why this is happening.
Yeah.
Like, what is the whole point of what's happening? There a minority that look like they are also part of the Daddies organization that are sort of in the crowd who are vocally supportive, but most of the crowd is just like, we've lost the plot.
Yeah.
There's a gasp when like he holds up the burned hand because that's like an actual physical wound. But really, the crowd is just like,
Yeah. What's that?
Well,
Okay.
one. Yeah. Go ahead.
First, okay, you know what? You want action? We'll give you action. If we can't find this child by nighttime, then you can turn on your machine. But we will find this child with the help of our Domeskai because they are good and they are helpful and they are here for us. So, and she like turns to the crowd, if you want to help us, if you and your Domeskai would like to help us find this, there are so many people here for these events. If we can find him, we're going to, and that's what we're gonna do about it.
all right,
Who's
so
with me?
Make me a roll to see if you how the crowd responds.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna use presence. I'm being very presentful. I'm going to use caregiver because I'm trying to be caring
Okay.
and all of that. I am going to use my bond with Kujo
Okay.
for that, and then my bond with my Domeskai with Grevlin because he is out.
One
You only get
one
one
bond.
bond.
Fuck, you're right.
You
I'm
only
sorry,
get
you're
one
right.
bond.
Okay. Yeah. Fucking 2 glitter hearts. Let's go. I love these dice.
The crowd is on your side. Cameron tries to sort of fight against it, but like he's drowned it. He's definitely realizes he lost the crowd. Also, I'm going to put the spelling of Cameron's name because it is deliberately annoying.
Oh.
It's deliberately annoying.
Oh.
All right,
hate
so
him.
the crowd is on your side. They'll start. They're like organization on. So now that you've sort of gotten Cameron out of the picture,
Mhm.
what is your plan?
I am going to send my Trupatome to go find this kid in the corn maze and
All right.
report back to me.
All right, make me a roll.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bond with Triptone. That's one. I'm gonna add in. I'm gonna add in. Can I add in my specialty training because
Mhm.
I trained him? Okay, perfect. Okay,
Sure.
that, and I'm gonna also add in caregiver because I'm trying to find a lost child. And I'm going to add in my bond with Matilda. No, I already added my Domeskai bond.
Yeah.
I guess I'll also add in hard work gets results because we've been training really hard
Okay.
together.
But I'm here for you in spirit.
Thank you. Okay. That is a 7 and a 6.
Oh, 2 successes. All right. You the crowd disperses. You give your orders, and sort of wait. And at about 10 minutes later, you see that Skull-off that you saw before flutter into town, and little Emmett is sort of chasing after it. He's got some tears in his eyes because he was out all
Aw.
night.
Yeah.
But his parents run over to him immediately, and he's like, "But I just wanted to play with it, and then I got lost. But it's stood by me all night and made sure I was fine. And then a little hand came out of the ground and pointed and kept pointing. And then we got back here, and I'm sorry."
I'm gonna look at Cameron and just fold my arms.
He
Dangerous weapons,
He
right?
picks up his device and walks off and storms off.
Matilda
And the
taught
people
me
that
this.
and the people who are clearly part of that organization also follow up in line as they head out of town.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So the little the Domeskai,
Mhm.
I'm sure it's exhausted and like also a little overwhelmed. I would like to possibly catch it because I don't know if, unless the kid looks like he's gonna catch it, but I feel like he might be too young.
He's too young.
Yeah,
He is not allowed.
too young for that. But I'm willing because poor thing. I don't want it to have to go back out there after that whole scenario and be centered on.
All right. You can attempt a capture
Um,
of
I'm going.
Skull if you wish.
I'm gonna walk up to it and see what its vibes are because I don't want to fight it unless I have to.
Yeah, it is still somewhat protective. It's coming out of its sort of protective mode of keeping this kid safe. And so it's just like looking around town, like there's a lot of people. So it's just sort of like, I want to get out of here a little bit. Like this is not where I belong.
I think she will kind of stand over near the cornfield, and once the kid is in safe hands and they are like moving away, um, she will just she'll pull out her phone, turn on the little flashlight on it. She'll be like, "Ooh, light," and then just like offer like an arm with the crystal on it so it can like sit and rest.
Yeah,
It's gonna be heavy. I expect
yeah,
it, but it's fine.
It flies over. It's 2 foot 4 inches and weighs 48 pounds. So
It's fine.
you're like holding out. So make me a capture roll.
Okay. It's fine. Drake's taught me how to lift. We're good.
I just assume Drake is next to you, just kind of holding up
Yeah,
your
I
arm.
guess holding my arm right there.
Supportive.
I mean, might as well just add that. Give me a bond to the
Yeah.
dice pool.
Thank you. And D8 because they're the enhanced ones. And then one in a crowd. I'm going to use because it was one out of many, and we're both cool.
Presence.
And presence. Yes, yes, yes. There we go.
In any of your bonds you want to pull in?
I'm already doing mine.
Drake. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 2 successes, 1-1.
All right. 2 successes is what you need because I got a capture rating of 2. But I'm going to give you a level of strain because of you holding out your arm. Your arm hurts because that was heavy. But the magic flows. You feel it. Make the bond an attachment, and I will add Skull to your list.
I'll give it a defense.
All right.
Oh, it all worked out so well. Yay!
Pete comes running over to Amber. That was so scary. And
I
you
know.
were amazing.
Thanks.
And I'm really hungry.
Oh. Do you want to go get some food at the diner before we...
I 1000% do.
Okay. Do you want to like invite our friends or like...
Oh, I mean,
we could just go.
Yeah, we could just go. And while you're having the conversation, the family comes over to Drake. I can't thank you enough. We don't really have a ton of money, but and she pulls out a booklet, and she goes, "Okay, well, so these are like free meals at the Greasy Diner that we bought, and I don't know. My husband just bought like the pack of 20 because it was a good deal, but like there's only 3 of us and kids eat for free, so it was like anyways, it's not enough, but it's what we have. So I just if you I can't thank you enough.
Passes out.
Oh.
He does that. It's okay. He's very thankful. Thank you so much. Is he okay?
Yeah, he was just so excited, and we looked away for a minute, and then he just disappeared, and then we're gonna have a long conversation about running away from people you know, and he didn't do any of the protocols that we had to. He'll be fine. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course.
Is he gonna be okay?
He'll be fine. He does that when he's very excited and when he does something good. It's
All right.
He's done that since he was a kid. So
Okay. Well, again, thank you. We're gonna go.
yeah,
We're
go
gonna
get
go.
some rest.
Thank you again, and thank your friends.
I'll let them know.
And they turn around and head towards the bed and breakfast.
Drake sits up like, I'm gonna get so many fries.
Hey, you saved a kid today.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's what the right thing to do. Plus, that jerk was saying all bad stuff about Domeskai. I mean, it's kind of like how I feel about little Glover here. You know, he's scary. He watches me when I sleep, and he doesn't go to sleep. He just sits there all night just watching me. But I love him, you know? Just like all Domeskai, they may be kind of scary sometimes, but they're still people, just still living beings, just like you and me. They deserve to be treated right.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Thanks, bro. Slaps me back. Now, you're gonna kick that dude's butt tomorrow. You're gonna kick that dude's butt tomorrow at the competition.
Is Lawrence nearby?
He's in the crowd. Yeah.
Was he vocal at all when the dude was talking all the shit and doing everything?
Not that you could tell, but you weren't really necessarily paying attention.
I'm just going to kind of look in his direction. It doesn't need to be heard by him, but I'm just going to sort of whisper out loud, more to myself than anybody else. And that's the difference between a somebody and a nobody. A somebody stands up. Well, do you want to go get fries now, or do you want to prepare for the competition?
You guys, we have to wait.
Oh, why for what? What are we
We're
waiting
going
for?
on a date. We are not crashing that.
Oh, ooh. Date? Wait, she isn't wearing the date outfit I made for her.
Amber's going to do with P-Dog?
Well,
P-Dog!
I don't know. They're just going together, and like I assume because Amber's doing that hair twirl thing that she does when she thinks someone's cool.
She does it all the time around you.
Well, no, the different one. Because there's one that's like, oh, my friend, and there's one that's like, you know that one.
Oh, that's fair. I've seen that one from time to time. Well, that's nice. That's good for them.
Yeah, so we have to wait.
Hmm.
Or we could crash at a different booth that's really far away from them and watch them.
Oh man, I gotta make sure I throw I gotta make sure I throw my buddy P-Dog the right lines if he needs them.
Hey, we need fake disguises to go do this.
That's where I come in.
He pulls a
Yeah.
scarf out of the bag and puts it over his
Oh, don't
face.
use that one. That one is not meant for date spying. That one is meant for reconnaissance. And he like fishes in his bag to find another scarf, which looks just slightly different than the first.
Oh, it's brighter in
Okay.
tone. I get
Yep,
it. 'Cause,
see?
like,
It's more
date.
rambunctious. It gives mischief.
Right.
They're just showing up with glasses and hats on with like their shirts pulled up a little bit.
We're hiding behind menus. We're all crowded into one side of a booth.
He does a thing Thor Ragnarok where he takes the scarf, just puts it around his face.
You can't see me when I do this.
Lithius is also wearing a scarf, a hat, and sunglasses to match the rest of us.
I love that. Also, this is the first time Matilda will just go along with whatever you put on her and will not complain about it.
Oh, my dream.
So we're all just behind like
And I think like our two biggest domestic are like trying to hide their best behind the tiny little rocks.
Like outside the window, just standing there.
There's
a bed on
a
with a hat.
there's a tree, and I don't know the horse. I keep forgetting the horse name. They're like behind it, but they're too wide, but they're really convinced that they're hidden.
All right. pull the camera back as you are spying on Amber and Pete having fries together as we bring this adventure to a close. But before we go, we have our end of game sessions to ask.
Yeah.
Did we meet new Domeskai or learn something new about our own Domeskai?
Yeah.
Did we work together as a team to overcome a major obstacle?
Yes.
Did we circumvent or stop a threat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we learn something new about one of the player characters?
Yeah, I think it's the growth of Reese today was really great.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Amber has a hair twirl that she does when she's has a crush on someone. That's new.
Matilda
different
has
hair
a
twirls.
sibling.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's cool. We're adding growing. I love it.
Did your character make a meaningful step towards their goal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we learn something new about the world or the region we are in?
Oh, we learned about this whole ass town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right, 6
Yeah.
experience points for everybody.
Ooh.
Yay.
All right, thank you everybody for our 3-arc start of what could, I don't know, be whatever. We can come back to this whenever we want.
Yes, thank
Uh,
you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to Greg for sharing his new game with us and allowing us to play it. Very fun. All of this art around us you can find in the game when it launches, probably sometime in July for the Kickstarter.
Hopefully.
We'll be definitely promoting that for you guys so you can see it and hang out and pledge to it because it is a very fun system as well as very cool. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming out with it. Maybe card games, maybe plushies. Lots of stuff. I'm excited.
Lots of stuff.
I'm excited. So let's
Lots
go
of
around and
stuff.
have everybody introduce themselves one more time so that everyone can know who you are and where you are can be found. Greg, why don't you start us off?
Hello! This is my game, and you can find my other games, Glitter Hearts in the Mystery Business, at leatherman.games. That's where I store all of my stuff. You can find me easily on Instagram at Lysander03. Same with Blue Sky. You can listen to my actual play podcast, which is Very Random Encounters, where we've been running for 8 years now when we play a bunch of different systems. You can listen to my new podcast where we talk about game mechanics called Game Mechanics. With my friend Logan and I, where we talk about board games and RPGs and stuff about all of them. Wherever you get your podcasts, that's where it's at. That's me.
All right, Kujo.
Hi, everybody. I am Kujo of Kujo Plays Games and Crit Hit Chronicles. You can follow both of those channels across most social medias. Kujo Plays Games for personal stuff, and Crit Hit Chronicles if you're a fan of tabletop RPG actual play content. I'm about to do the fastest rundown on my schedule. On Tuesdays, we have our new Daggerheart Chronicle, which is combining The Last of Us with The Walking Dead in a fantasy setting, and it's really heartbreaking and beautiful and terrible, run by Talking XP and featuring a fantastic cast. You should tune in for that. On Wednesdays, except for this one, we play D&D over at Nerd Immersion doing 2024 rules, where myself and LB are amongst the cast. On Thursdays, you can catch us on Crit Hit Chronicles for Tales of the Valiant, sponsored by Kobold Press, if you're a fan of a new fantasy setting with some fantastic characters, also featuring LB Hack 'em up. You should tune in for that. And then Friday, we have our spiritual sequel to Baldur's Gate 3 with Shadows over Baldur's Gate. Our party is about to go into a creepy dungeon crawl to find a noble necromancer who's a little off of her rocker, which is wonderful. So, but yes, in the meantime, seriously, when the announcement goes up, go and support this game, go and support all of Greg's other games because we have had such a wonderful time as this group playing these games. So go and do the thing. I'm going to pass it off to Serenity.
Hi everyone, I'm Serenity. Gotta go full circle. Click clack snack all over the internet. I'm also going to do a rundown of what a typical week will look like. Every other Sunday, you can typically find me on Total Party Kiss, where I'm running Tragedy of Theologian. That is a 5e Greek mythology inspired game. Sometimes it's not every other Sunday, but you know, we're there every once in a while. We're really far into the game, like 80 something episodes. So there's plenty to watch if you miss it. starting soon. I don't have an official date, but again, every Monday we're going to be bringing back Mass Effect Mirage soon with Feywild and Out. That has an amazing cast, and I'm officially a part of Feywild and Out. So it's great. And just keep an eye out for when official times will come out or one shots, because I think we're planning some one shots as well. Every Wednesday on the recounts of Valaric, which is a role for Dylan account, you can catch us playing a Pathfinder game that is Final Fantasy inspired. We are on episode 2 this next upcoming week, and I play a sleepy little oh my gosh, I know what they're called. Hang on. Shoot.
Viera.
Viera.
Yeah.
The puppet,
Yeah,
the bunny.
I play a sleepy little Viera. So that's fun. And then, I mean, just look at my stuff to see what I'm currently in, what projects are kind of coming in and out. I also do 18 plus content if you're into it, and a lot of cosplay, and I think I'm funny. So go follow me places and make sure that you are following this Kickstarter when it comes out. It's my favorite thing. All of the art that I see, I'm so entranced by, and I know we are all planning something having to do with this, maybe cosplay, bringing it back. We don't know exactly our extent yet, but we are overtaken by it. So, and then I will pass this up to Wally.
Hey y'all, it's me, Wally. You can find me over on the social medias at WALE132, just like the cute little Disney robot, where I talk about the stuff that I'm in, the things that I do, and the things that I love. Starting Monday, this coming Monday, you can catch me over at GGK playing some of the Quiet Year, as we do some world building as we go into our next campaign, as we play some Fistful of Darkness. So that has been a lot of fun. Come check that out every Monday. Besides that, not out yet, but coming in September, I can say this. Coming in September, I am officially part of the One Shot Network. My show, R&D, is going to be a 6-episode long podcast video series over on their YouTube channel. It's going to be great. Can't wait till it's done, and is premiering in September. I'm very excited about it. And pass it over to, who am I passing over?
Me.
To who else? Yeah, LB.
It's just me. Hello. Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on Blue Sky and on Instagram. It's Hack Recklessly here on YouTube and on Twitch. You found us. Nice to see you. Good to have you. The schedule coming up this week, we're not going to be live on Monday. On Wednesday, I'll be with, Wednesday I'll be at a concert. Thursday, I'll be with Crit Hit Chronicles doing some fun, being a fun monk with no emotion and an affinity for gossip within his friend group. On Friday, Ren and I will be streaming Lost Records. We'll probably be finishing it up this week, honestly. And then on Sunday, I'll be back here. We're going to be playing some Monster Con, which is the third iteration of the Monster Prom series. We'll have Danny and Ian and Val and Alex back for that, which will be a lot of fun. And then on Tuesday of next week, or the week after, so the 3rd, I'm going to be playing on Folk and Myth in my first Vampire the Masquerade game. So join us for that. I'm very excited about my character. I'm giving her a slight Boston accent, so she's going to be a bit of a bitch, which is, that's kind of... It's kind of the vibe for Vampire. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. If you have, please give it a like and a thumbs up, all that fun stuff. And we hope to see you later on this week and later on in your viewing experience, whenever this is. So I guess I'm LB Hackemup. Hack recklessly. Bye!
Bye.